How do you make money for nothing? The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
But just before you throw it away, would it be possible to have a quick look at it?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I am a passionate buyer, user and renovator of second-hand stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I turn old into new and I sell it for a profit.
Sarah's ready to sift through as many boots and bin bags as she needs to.
That's vintage gold, isn't it? It's really exciting.
In her search for tip treasure.
I love it.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
what are we going to do with that?
Oh no!
she can transform her finds into desirable,
Amazing.
beautiful, valuable,
Cha-ching.
and hopefully saleable items.
That's £80 profit.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's unbelievable.
Stockport near Manchester, where at the Bredbury Recycling Centre around 2,000 cars a week roll up with all sorts of random junk for the skip.
I've got no idea what I'm going to find here today. It might be a chair in despair or a toy with no joy, but whatever it is, I hope I find something amazing and make some money for nothing.
Sarah's got special permission to root through the rubbish for stuff to re-beautify and sell on.
It's addictive, eyeing up people's rubbish. Think, oh, what can I do with that?
Sarah is scouring the site for the first of her 3 items, and today it's rich pickings.
How about you? Got anything exciting in there? Anything in your rubbish? I love it.
Sarah wastes no time snaring her first item. She's spotted mother and son Amanda and Connor getting rid of some smashed up old-time glamour.
So it's a cocktail cabinet. Have you had it for long?
Well, it used to be my uncle's.
Okay.
He's had it for about 30 years. He's
Okay.
had it. It used to be his mum's, funnily enough.
Is it something I could have a better look at and maybe
Yeah,
see if I might be able to take it away? Oh wow, I like the mirrors.
You're welcome to it. My mum will be over the moon.
Is it heavy? Do you think you could help me carry it?
Yeah, sure.
Top tip, when it comes to junk jumping,
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
enlist a strapping young lad to help with the heavy lifting. Nice and easy does it. This little beauty could soon be worth a bob or two.
Lovely.
Sarah thinks she can see a profit here, but what does Amanda think she'll do?
No, I haven't got a clue, but it'd be nice to see something good come off it.
I love this cocktail cabinet, but I think it needs a real makeover. There's lots of detail in it that needs replacing, and I want to rip out all of this old, tired-looking stuff. I want it to be funky, I want it to be fun, and I want it to be really expensive.
First item's nabbed. And Sarah has someone in mind to lift this cabinet's spirits and make some money for Amanda. She's scheduling a cabinet meeting, maybe over cocktails, with print designer Zoe Murphy. Margate-based designer Zoe has taken the reconditioned furniture scene by storm. Zoe's speciality is transforming fuddy-duddy old pieces with bright 50s-inspired designs. And her exciting reinventions sell in some of London's most prestigious stores, including Liberty's.
I have got a big issue with waste. I hate the idea of sort of inefficiency on the planet and things going to landfill. It's always bugged me loads, and to the point where I even wrote a letter to the Queen when I was 7 years old, telling her about the environment. And my love of recycling has brought me right round to using second-hand furniture pieces as well.
Sounds like Zoe's studio might be the last chance saloon for this old cocktail cabinet. Sarah is still sweeping through the car boots looking for her second item.
I love things like this when you can just see how much wear there's been. Look at that. That handle tells 100 stories. Look at the size of it, how much it's been worn down. I mean, that is literally careworn, isn't it?
Just a little too careworn, even for Sarah. Get a load of this though. It's Gary with a trunk full of trunk. Sarah needs to get her hands on it before it's in the skip and out of bounds.
Been doing a little tree surgery in the garden, have you?
Pretty much. We've been there a while, but it's time to get rid.
It looks like it might have been a birch.
Actually, Sarah, I think you'll find it's a white poplar. See those diamond patterns on the bark? Dead giveaway.
Any chance that I could take a few pieces? Yeah?
Help yourself.
Really? Oh, yeah, but I think that might be heavy. Is it really heavy?
My original plan was to do something with it, and then it dropped to maybe put it on the wood burner, and now it's just...
Get rid.
Get rid, it's in the way.
Well, maybe I should make a whole range of seating or stools or breadboards or something like that. I'm going to wheel a few away, okay? Thank you ever so much.
Sarah's on a roll now, and full of ideas.
What do you reckon, 6, 7 big serving bowls? Something like that?
And what does Gary think Sarah might do with them?
A bowl or some seating, maybe it'd be interesting to see.
So, Sarah, you could have just landed a pile of rotten wood. Good luck with that.
I'm hoping that you've got 6 enormous, beautiful bowls here, but I can't really tell what condition the wood is in the centre because obviously it's been left out and it's in bad condition on the ends, but must have some potential, mustn't it?
Well, if there's money to be made, yes, it must. Sarah's second find is a rather sorry-looking lot, but she knows exactly who to turn to for help. Top-notch craftsfolk Max Bainbridge and Abigail Booth. Hidden away in an East London garden shed, creative couple Abigail and Max run a successful business, making handmade homeware from reclaimed natural materials. From beautiful wooden utensils to luxury soft furnishings, the fine arts graduates really know their craft.
We're so flooded with manufactured throwaway consumer items. It's like actually we decided we wanted to make things that lasted.
There's a kind of physicality to it which I love. From being out in woodlands and forests sourcing stuff or chainsawing it, there's a real physicality that you have to enjoy.
We love it.
Yeah.
But can they make anything out of Gary's sodden poplar stumps? Maybe they should carve a magic wand first. So that's 2 items in the bag. Now Sarah needs to find a third item to work on herself. After all, she shouldn't be hiding her own talents under a bushel.
You've got to love what comes in here. Somebody's just throwing away like a mini plastic car. It's just great.
You think that's mini? Take a look at Paul's little beauties.
Where are these from? These yours or are
Yeah,
these?
they're all dismantled and broken toys.
Pop it down the floor, they look heavy,
Yeah. I do know some of them were kind of collector's items, but they're pretty well shot, to be honest. My father died a couple of years ago, so we had to clear out from his house.
So did you actually play with these? Are these?
A long time ago.
Is this something that maybe I could take away and just see if I can do something with?
Yeah, fine.
That's fab. I shall cherish those and look after them for you.
All right, no
Thanks
worries.
ever so much.
All right, no problem at all.
I absolutely love this stuff. I love it. The condition is really bad, but these are just iconic 1970s fabulous things.
Die-cast model cars became a huge craze in the 1950s and are massively collectible now. Rare cars in pristine condition can make hundreds of pounds. Though making a profit on this play-worn pile will mean that Sarah will have to step things up a gear.
It's like Diamante and the lights. Absolutely love it.
I've still got some of it at home, which is kind of sentimental, really. Batman, Thunderbirds, Joe 90 stuff.
What does Paul think Sarah might do with this bounty of bashed-up toys?
No idea whatsoever. No idea whatsoever.
You and me both, Paul. Sarah's a champion boot raider. She's got hold of 3 potential treasures for free. The glass cabinet will be reimagined by Zoe, the wood blocks carved up by Max and Abigail, And those old toy cars will be transformed into something special by Sarah.
I've loved the things I've saved today. The question is, can I actually make any money out of them?
Sarah's next stop is the glorious seaside town of Margate, which has been enjoying something of an artistic revival lately. Happily riding the crest of Margate's creative wave is print designer Zoe, who's helping turn the town all trendy. Little does she know what Sarah's got in store for her today.
I do trust Sarah's judgment. I like how in the past she's really let me do whatever I want though, so yeah, I do trust her just.
That smidgen of trust might be thrown out the window when Zoe claps eyes on that clapped-out cabinet.
I've brought you another little beauty.
Careful, you two.
Brilliant, thank you.
Oh, wow.
First impressions?
Yeah, I like it. Very, very feminine. Nice, solid print on the glass.
Zoe's making all the right noises, but Sarah knows this is a challenge.
I think it'd be difficult to see it selling and being a very commercial object unless it has a real makeover.
The one thing I do have a lot of lying around that I do like to show off sometimes if I can is my high-heeled shoes. And I can really see a cabinet like this being great if repurposed as a kind of shoe cabinet.
Because this is a narrow piece as well, it'll put it in a bedroom maybe, or a hallway if you wanted it there.
I can imagine probably some big bold prints coming in across here. It will instantly make it more fun. So if it's potentially going to be really glamorous shoes, maybe we've got a lot of glitter going on, maybe we've got some sparkle, perhaps some gold detail and bright attractive colours that are all about, you know, a glamorous occasion or a big fun night out.
A glittering, sparkly high heels cabinet. I'm totally sold. But how much will the work cost?
It will probably cost me a couple of days' work and all of the materials, about £500 to do it for you.
That just sounds fantastic, and you're right, it's those people who love their shoes that will love this, and that will make it sell.
A glamorous showcase cabinet for shoes. What a novel idea. But can Sarah find a well-heeled buyer for such a niche piece?
She is just so creative, and that idea is absolutely inspired. And the price tag that comes with it means I'm going to make some money, I hope.
I hope so too, Sarah. Zoe's charging £500 for her work, meaning Sarah must sell high in order to stomp up a profit. Vibrant Walthamstow in London's E17 is awash with artist studios and galleries. Honest. Hidden away in a quirky little garden shed, creative couple and business partners Max and Abigail specialise in making luxury handmade homeware.
I can cut it on the chainsaw.
Very unexpected.
Yeah, great. Okay, let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
The woodblock should be in good hands, though they haven't got a clue what Sarah's rolling up with.
Well, knowing Sarah, it could be anything. You could end up with some pallets.
What Sarah thinks is a feasible idea could be somewhat of a challenge.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what can actually be made of these, but they've got plenty to work with, and they're really heavy. Hiya.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, really well. I've got a lot of something for you.
Wow.
Do you want to come and see what I've
Have a look.
Yeah, come on down.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're great. They're fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Things I do in the name of recycling.
So, time to find out if money does grow on trees.
I've had a few ideas, like things that I think would be great for me to be able to sell. And one of them was sort of this lovely suite of bowls, but I'm all ears to hear what sort of stuff you can make out of this.
Absolutely. I mean, bowls is definitely something that we do if the wood's okay, if it's kind of sound and there's not too many splits, and if it's not rotten.
But how will you know which direction to go in?
The only way really we're going to be able to tell is to cut into it, so to kind of get the chainsaw on it and kind of
See what's inside.
Let's get to it.
If it turns out to be rotten inside, they won't be able to make anything.
Well done. So it's not rotten, but it does feel, God, that's really wet, isn't it?
It is wet, yeah.
Wet wood is not ideal, but at least this bit isn't rotten.
So given this state, it's difficult to imagine what you can actually make out of it. Have you got any examples or anything that...
Yeah, let's, shall we take it in the workshop, and I've got some stuff inside that you can have a look at. So these are a couple of maple bowls that are from recycled stuff from a timber yard, but all of these are from red oak and English oak from Epping Forest.
These are absolutely beautiful. The shape on that is really lovely.
I agree, but you're not out of the woods yet, Sarah.
Looking at how wet these are, the risk when turning bowls really is that the moisture may mean that they crack.
And we can certainly try.
We've got enough. We've got
we've got enough, Sarah. Haven't we?
Cracked bowls ain't gonna sell, so we need a plan B.
If we didn't get bowls out of it, what utensils do you make? Because I know you make amazing spoons things.
A lot of spoons, coffee scoops. So this is a wild cherry coffee scoop that we're working on. You can see that these have got kind of patterning. So again, it all depends on what it's like when you start to work.
So there's definitely potential here, maybe for bowls, or at the very least some utensils. But how much will their craftsmanship cost?
I think if you leave us with 250 quid and let us crack on,
we can see what we can
get. Can see what we can get.
On that basis, I will happily hand over 250 quid.
That's great. Really, really
lovely.
Good.
Excellent. Well, let me leave these with you. Brilliant. And you can get back to your chainsaw.
Thank you very much.
That's fantastic. Okay, bye.
Bye.
So Max and Abigail seem really optimistic that they can make something out of that wood. I'm just hoping I just haven't commissioned a £250 teaspoon when they find out it really is just rotten to the core.
Glass half empty, Sarah. It might not be rotten. Stay positive like these guys.
It's going to be a challenge, but I think that's that's part of the fun.
Max and Abigail are charging £250 for their time and expertise. Given the condition of the wood, carving out a profit on this lot will not be easy. The designers are firmly on board. Now Sarah needs to work on her third item, Paul's box of toy cars. In rural Sussex, two of her children, Libby and Edward, have come to lend a hand and play, while Bramble the dog snoozes. Then it's off to the barn for Sarah to shine a light on her ideas. Sarah has bought 5 simple slimline lamps from the high street, and she's going to stick the toy cars onto them and create novelty memorabilia lighting. Now, why didn't I think of that?
So I've got a plan. I want to keep it really simple and just stack a few of these up on the bases of these lights, then get stuck in.
OK, Sarah, penny on, lamps, cars and glue at the ready.
A kind of totem pole of vintage vehicles.
Time to get cracking.
It's going to take some doing. So I love Lady Penelope's car and I want to give it a little bit more space. I'm just popping these tyres on. And then I think this one. The Green Hornet, obviously. Aston Martin.
The most popular die-cast model car ever made was James Bond's silver Aston Martin. Alas, Sarah doesn't have one of them, but she's still hoping to make a pretty money penny.
This one's really cool, look at it. It's got a dog inside it.
I thought that one looked a bit rough.
Can I get the Saint on top in his Volvo? Oh, I think that looks fab.
Sarah has categorised the cars for maximum customer appeal.
It's a really cool rescue stack. Everything's got its little hazard lights, and there's a really sweet little snowplow there on the top. Can I get that on next? And maybe pop that one into there.
The cars are stacked, but need to be stuck. And for that, Sarah's using a special kind of traffic jam.
This is 2-pack glue and it's really useful. It dries in about 5 minutes, something like that. Got a little bit of working time and it's really thick and sticky, which is useful.
Yeah, I also find it very useful when glue is sticky.
So plenty of glue because there's lots of uneven surfaces on here and I just want to make sure there's enough contact between the car and the wheels and the glue.
Sarah will glue the car stacks together before attaching them to the lamp bases. That way there's less risk of messy glue marks all over the new lights.
I'm going to put a big blob of it on the roof of the Green Hornet's car.
And remember, glue can be dangerous, so use with caution or else. Right, what's next?
So I'm just checking it from all angles because I'd like it to be as neat as possible when it's done. Because even though they're really scratched and old and shabby, it needs to have a certain cleanness to it, a kind of designer styling. Oops.
Sarah spent £180 on materials for the lamps. But with the spotlight firmly on the profit margin, the finished products will really need to shine. In Margate, the buds of creativity are starting to blossom in Zoe's studio.
So I have this really interesting looking piece from Sarah. It's been broken on the side here and also the lock has been kind of locked open. When I talked to Sarah, I suggested somewhere to kind of put your glitzy, glamorous going out shoes and things like that, or your trainers.
Ah, I can see it now. My old trainers beautifully displayed for the world to smell. I mean, see. This cabinet needs serious TLC.
I'm not too intimidated by the challenge. I'm looking forward to it.
Some of the glass is broken, so Zoe's going to carefully remove it all to avoid further breakage, or worse still, the need for a plaster. Because the overall condition of the wood is poor with flaking varnish, Zoe has decided to send it off to be professionally polished. Meaning Zoe can take some time to nestle in her loft space where she does all her creative thinking.
It's always very important for me to sit down somewhere peaceful, surrounded by all my inspiration and a lot of reference books and colours and materials and art-making supplies, and then have a really good think about what I'm trying to evoke with the piece of furniture.
And it's here that Zoe's artistic muse really takes flight, away from that glitzy idea and landing firmly in, wait for it, Mexico.
I've decided to do a floral sort of stitched looking design inspired by Mexico. After putting a couple more layers of detail into this one, this should be ready to go later on to be printed onto the piece of furniture.
The cabinet's back from the polishers with a new coat of colour, giving it a more sophisticated sheen, I think.
All of these different colours are each going to be printed one at a time on top of one another using the silk screens. When I first started planning the piece, I was thinking quite feminine, glitzy and glamorous, but I'm actually liking this kind of like Mexican meets English patio garden that's kind of happening.
First, Zoe creates a rough surface for the paint to bind to. Then, carefully layers up the patterns using the silk screen she has made, one colour at a time.
First one done.
The floral stitch patterns she's using are influenced by fabrics she saw for herself on a Margate, Mexico exchange. We've all been on one.
Yes, yes, that looks good.
Ah, that is lovely. Zoe's made a strong start with her Mexico to Margate floral design. But building up intricate patterns with silk screens takes precision and concentration. So, for now, we'll leave Zoe to it. So, it's all rosy in Margate. In Walthamstow, Max has got his chainsaw out again. Some of the logs are in better condition than others. Once sawn through, it's time for a confab.
If I spin that over, cut that into slabs to see what we can get, because we can small kind of chopping boards or some cooking spoons or eating spoons. Yeah, I think that's probably the best.
Max cuts the poplar with the grain to maximise its strength. After the trauma of being sliced and diced, Max and Abigail indulged the new-look wood with what can only be described as spa treatment, starting with a relaxing lounge in the sunshine.
We're just kind of laying it out in the sun just to kind of dry the surface off a little bit, so that when
make it more workable.
Yeah, so when we feed it through the planer, it's not kind of completely saturated.
With the little poplar pieces all dried out, it's time to make some shapes. Then the slabs are run through the bandsaw. Some of the wood's in too poor a state to use, so wastage on the good stuff isn't an option.
There's still more than enough in terms of depth for me to work with on this, and then it basically gives you a whole nother section of wood to get another couple of spoons from.
Max's wood carving techniques are rooted in tradition, and he spends many an hour happily whittling away. Whittle, whittle.
This is one of my favourite parts of the process. I mean, the colours are amazing. You wouldn't guess as you get in that you get the kind of greys and the greens running all the way through.
Like Michelangelo's David emerging from the marble, kitchen utensils are starting to take shape. But it hasn't been easy.
Even though Sarah brought us a lot of wood, it's actually been quite difficult to kind of process that down and get solid stuff out of it. But I think we've done quite well.
Max and Abigail now take time with the precious few utensils they have made and treat them to some gentle exfoliation.
When you're dealing with stuff that's all made by hand, there's not really a way of speeding that process up. It's kind of...
There aren't shortcuts, basically, are there?
No.
That's what you learn quite quickly.
It's great that stuff that they would otherwise just either have to take to the tip or would be burned, we can actually kind of take it off their hands and turn it into something that, you know, that then has another life other than just sort of landfill. Cool.
Finally, a loving wax and buff.
So it's a beeswax salve that we make ourselves, which is just pure beeswax and mineral oil. But it kind of brings out the grain of the wood much more once you've sanded. So you can see that the colour's completely changed.
The poplar pieces have had quite the makeover under Max and Abigail's care. They've lost weight, basked in the sun and enjoyed a thorough pampering. But I don't see any bowls. Back in Sussex, Sarah's in the barn putting the finishing touches to the vintage toy lamps.
And just use that last bit. There's Popeye. Just going to pop him on there. I think that's successful. So you can have a lot of fun using up your old toys to make some pretty lighting like this. I'm really pleased with the way these have turned out.
Before, these well-loved toy cars seemed way past their play-by date. Now, with a bit of imagination and some very sticky glue, they'll live another day as fun retro lighting. They're perfect for child-at-heart grown-ups who like to take a trip down nostalgia lane. At the dump, Paul's collection of cars had long run out of gas.
I do know some of them were kind of collector's items, but they're pretty well shot, to be honest.
Sarah created 5 bespoke lights with nostalgic charm. And they've all been sold to Rowdy Roddy Vintage Store Boutique and online shop in Glasgow. Now Sarah's back in Stockport to show Paul her car creations and hand over a profit, I hope.
Hiya!
How are you, all right?
Nice to see you again, Paul. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Yeah. So it's been a while since we've seen you in the tip. How are things?
All right, yeah, good. Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
When I had a good look at the toys you dropped off, I just loved the fact that they were worn and they had, you know, like signs of age to them.
Yeah.
So I thought they had to be made into something that was decorative and where people could see them just the way they were.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I did with them is made them into lights.
Okay.
I've got a few pictures here.
Oh, wow.
Bought some retro looking lights, so they sort of had the right kind of feel.
Yeah.
And got some really strong glue and stacked them all up together.
Yeah, that's cool. I recognise, I recognise the old police band there.
We have actually sold them.
Oh, right, okay.
A collection of 5
Right.
has been sold all together to a shop.
Right.
And I've made some profit for you.
Oh, right, brilliant.
So I've got £145 here.
Oh, wow, brilliant.
To give to you for your old dinky toys and your old toys.
Wow, brilliant. Thank you very much. That's super. Brilliant. Super.
Excellent. Well, they were a lot of fun to work with. So thank you very much for letting me have them.
Right. Yeah, no, it's fine. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Brilliant.
Well, lovely. Thank you ever
Thank
so
you
much
very
for that.
much.
Okay,
Cheers.
take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sarah spent £180 on lamps and glue for the 5 car lights, and they've been sold for £325, meaning a pretty profit for Paul of £145.
Didn't expect anything at all. You know, it's a bit of all junk to me. It was nice surprise, definitely. I think we'll go out for something to eat. Maybe, you know, take the family out for some tea and treat the little one or something. So yeah.
In Margate, Zoe's waiting for Sarah to collect the finished cabinet.
This piece that she's picking up today, I would be very happy not to let go. I can see my shoes being inside the cabinet instead of someone else's. So yeah, I'd like to hang on to it, but I don't think she's going to let me.
Before, this was a smashed up cocktail cabinet whose partying days were well and truly over. Now, the wood's been lovingly restored, the glass replaced, and that broken lock's been fixed and is sitting pretty. Zoe's imaginative designs have been lovingly and skillfully applied, giving the piece a refreshing burst of colour, inside and out. It's the perfect place to house shoes or precious knickknacks. It could even be the belle of the ball as a cocktail cabinet again. But what will Sarah think?
Hello.
Hello.
Hiya.
How are you doing?
I'm really well. Oh my word, how have you managed that? Oh, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? It looks really classy.
I really, really like this one.
I love it. It looks just crispy and stunning. It's really...
Is it what you were imagining?
No, I have to say, it is so much fresher and so much more stylish. It looks expensive and luscious.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it.
I think it's safe to say she does, Zoe.
I don't see this as just something for shoes. I think what you've done with it is just make it into something that has got huge appeal. You know, this could be whatever people want it to be.
I really love doing it and I really want to keep it.
Well, too bad. You can't. Zoe's ideas changed from a glittery shoe unit to a more, let's say, refined piece.
I think our initial budget, all in, we were hoping for 500 quid. Is that still the case?
Yes, we have just about made that.
Fantastic. Well, that, you know, it's great news all round. It looks absolutely beautiful.
At the tip, Amanda and Connor's bashed-up cocktail cabinet looked like it was suffering the mother of all hangovers.
Well, it used to be my uncle's.
Okay.
I've had it for about 30 years.
They were happy for Sarah to take it.
You're welcome to it. My mum will be over the moon.
Sarah carted it off to Zoe, who added glamour and Mexican flair, and it was snapped up by Janet from Margate's Lombard Gallery. She doesn't need to second-guess the appeal of Zoe's work because she sold it before.
This lovely floral design on the top, it's so big and bold and vibrant. I love it.
Now Sarah's back in Stockport to show Amanda and Connor what's been done.
Hiya. Hi, Amanda, it's Sarah. Hi there, how are you doing?
Okay.
I've got a few pictures to show you of your cabinet and what we did with it after you dropped it off.
Yeah.
We chose a designer called Zoe Murphy who lives down in Margate. So your cabinet went on a little holiday down to Margate, and I've got some pictures here to show you. That is what happened to your cabinet. Oh, wow. Does it look like the same thing? She stripped everything back and then lacquered it all over to give it a really luxurious finish.
Yeah.
And then put these lovely flowers onto the top of it. What do you think?
Brilliant.
She had a budget of £500. We've actually sold your cabinet, and it sold for £600 in the end.
Wow.
So it was something that, you know, it was going to the tip, and it sold for £600. And the good news about that is that I've got £100 here to give to you for the cabinet. So thank you so much. I like that reaction.
Yeah.
Any ideas what you might spend that on?
I haven't got a clue at the moment. Probably pay for some of these things the kids are doing.
Oh really? Are they on
with
summer
all
holidays?
these
Are they?
camps and scouts? No, it never really goes down to me. It's always spending it on the kids.
I've got 2 children. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Inclusive of work and materials, as well as a specialist polisher, glazer and locksmith, Zoe charged a grand total of £500. The cabinet sold for £600, making a sweet profit of £100 for Amanda. Lovely.
It's like it's been given a new lease of life. Well, I'm not that artistic really, but it gives you a good idea of things that you can try and do, you know, with old bits of furniture.
We've got a profitable pair, but Sarah wants a full house. In Walthamstow, the woodworking wonder couple have, well, worked wonders. Before, these mouldy old logs were destined to become charcoal and ashes. Now, they're luxury handcrafted utensils. Max and Abigail delved deep into the wood to tease out 3 eating spoons, 2 chopping boards and 3 pairs of coffee scoops, cooking spoons and spatulas. They used centuries-old methods to create 11 completely unique items and ladled them with love. They're perfect for any cook who values the quality of their tools as much as their ingredients. Max and Abigail were lumbered with wet old logs, and it was a hard-fought battle.
There was a definite panic stage, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was kind of like, you know, at one point
Yeah.
it was just sort of actually, are we going to be able to get anything at all? Luckily, we were able to get some stuff then.
We've got quite considered, elegant designs, I think. I mean,
Yeah, I'm slightly nervous of what Sarah's going to say, just
Yeah.
because maybe she's,
well, I guess
you know, she dropped off
yeah.
6 massive logs. And I guess maybe there's an expectation that you're going to be able to get a vast amount of stuff.
We're excited to see what she says.
Yeah.
But will Sarah be stirred by what's been made?
Hiya!
Hello.
You're excited.
I'm really excited. Wow, was this
Oh, this is the carnage, yeah.
Oh my word! Wow! That's fantastic. Wow, that is made from that wood.
Pretty much for every kind of spoon that we made, we probably had 5 or 6 that didn't work. You know, you got to a certain point in the process and there'd be just a kind of patch of rot, or it would just snap or split.
So basically what you're saying is it was a total nightmare to work with.
Once we got stuff that we could work with, it was, you just kind of get back
Yeah.
into the sort of process which we really love. We talked about making bowls and that kind of thing, so we had a go.
Oh wow.
And it was, you know, the kind of, the actual, you know, again, the wood itself, it was just kind of, you got to a stage where you just kind of had to stop working.
So you can kind of see here how pitted it is.
I think that is beautiful. But I can understand why your integrity is admirable.
I think your soup would end up on your lap with that bowl. A real shame, but despite setbacks, Max and Abigail have worked a mini miracle with those utensils.
It's really difficult to imagine that this came out of the wood, and also to just how light it is.
It's quite a kind of lightweight wood and it's quite a delicate design, but they're more than kind of capable of standing up to
Being used.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's all good in the hood, but how did they get on with that £250 budget?
We used every penny of that £250 in terms of processing and just kind of like man hours and labour and stuff.
So do you think it's touch and go whether we actually make a profit?
I think it's probably going to be a little bit tight.
It is not always going to be that there is a huge profit in these things. That wood, I know, is really difficult to work with, and to have made anything out of that is actually usable and have this kind of finesse, I think is a real achievement. So thank you so much for taking on the challenge.
What she dropped off turned out to be quite a challenge. And
More so than we expected as well.
I'm pleased, and I'm glad that Sarah's pleased as well.
Yeah, I think she really likes them.
And
She secretly wants them.
Yeah.
At the dump, Gary's wood blocks were about to be chucked.
My original plan was to do something with it, and then it dropped to maybe put it on the wood burner, and now it's just...
Get rid.
Get rid, it's in the way.
Max and Abigail created luxury kitchenware. And it's all been bought by Ali and Nikki from online homeware store Such and Such, who specialise in selling handmade products.
Oh, we'd love to take all of them if we may, because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we can box them up and we'll be ready to go.
Now there's a happy ending. Now Sarah's in Stockport to visit Gary and give him some good news, with any luck.
Hiya.
Are you all right?
Hi, Sarah.
Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Come on down, let me show you what we've done with your tree stumps.
Yeah.
There are a pair of amazing makers called Max and Abigail, and they are like modern day foragers and woodworkers. So they were a great fit for your logs. So I've got a couple of pictures to show you. Any ideas what we made out of them?
Not a clue.
They made beautiful handmade spoons, chopping boards, tasting spoons. What do you think?
Yeah, really good. It's, I didn't expect them to be anything like that. It's really impressive what they've done. I mean, I just thought they'd go for landfill or something like that. So to see them like that is really, really good. We gave them a budget of £250 to do that. Yeah. And after that, they have been sold. And we sold your pieces for £300. So I've got 50 quid here for you. Yeah. Well, thanks.
How does that feel?
Yeah, it's good. Good. Well, money for nothing.
Yep. Bang on, that's exactly what it is.
Max and Abigail charged £250 in total, and the 11 utensils were sold for £300, meaning Gary is now 50 quid richer.
With the money, I'll probably get something for the garden. Just there's always something I can add to it. We spend a lot of time out here, so that's probably what we'll do.
Sarah saved 3 items singing their swan song at the dump. The played-out toy cars became quirky novelty lighting. The sodden wooden blocks became luxury kitchen tools for discerning cooks. And the lacklustre cocktail cabinet got more than just its glamour back. It became a hot little Mexican number. Fantastico!
Well, that really was an eclectic mix of stuff that we saved. But in the end, all 3 bits looked amazing and turned a profit. And it just goes to show, with a little bit of imagination, you really can make money from all sorts of rubbish.
How do you make money for nothing? The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
Just before you throw it away, would it be possible to have a quick look at it?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skid.
I am a passionate buyer, user and renovator of second-hand stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I turn old into new and I sell it for a profit.
Sarah's ready to sift through as many boots and bin bags as she needs to.
That's vintage gold, isn't it? It's really exciting.
In her search for tip treasure.
I love it.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
What are we going to do with that?
Oh no!
she can transform her finds into desirable,
Amazing.
beautiful, valuable,
Cha-ching.
and hopefully saleable items.
That's £80 profit.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's unbelievable.
The bustling Merchants Way recycling centre near Walsall can process up to 2,000 carloads of rubbish a day, and they take all sorts.
I just love the fact that you never know what you're going to find. Check these out. Aren't they cool?
Sarah wants to be able to prove to the dumpers that they could be making some serious reddies from their refuse. To do that, she's been given special permission from the council to search for 3 unwanted items before they get binned.
I like your Christmas trees.
She may have just missed out on some festive treats, but with more vehicles arriving every minute, it doesn't take Sarah long to spot her first item, nestling in the back of Judith's car.
Hiya, are these yours?
Yes, yeah. Well, they're my mum's, but they're mine.
Okay, I'm sorry to bother you. Is it all right just to have a quick chat about them?
Yeah, sure.
What, are they a pair of bedside cabinets?
Yeah.
Lovely. Would it be possible to bring them out and have a look? Yeah. Wow, they've got some age, haven't they?
Yeah. I think about 1950s, I think.
Okay, and have they been in your family?
Yeah.
They're in good condition, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Lovely. So do you remember these growing up? Were these?
Oh, yeah, they were Mum and Dad's wedding present.
Fantastic. So they'd have had them since new, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah.
His and hers?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm looking for stuff like this that I can maybe do something else with. If it would be okay to take those away, I'd love to see if I could do something with them.
Yes, certainly, yeah.
Brilliant, thank you so much for that. They're lovely.
It's a shame to be throwing them away, but if something's going to, be done that's nice with them, it's nice to see that.
I love this little pair of cabinets. They're really sweet and they're really useful. I'm not quite sure, though, if I should decorate them, add some details to them, or just leave them the way they are. But I'm sure I can make money out of them.
And Sarah knows just the man to help her turn old cabinets into new money. Jay Blades is a builder turned philosophy graduate turned furniture restorer. Jay has his finger on the pulse of modern design interiors, reworking the very best of British craftsmanship and bringing it into the 21st century.
I've always had a passion for the kind of heritage that the British designers have produced over the years. Traditionalists would love to keep it as it is, but to be reintroduced into the market, I like to just add a bit of colour and add something a bit quirky. I really enjoy adding my bit and not necessarily worried about other people's reactions. It's more about, do I like it? If I like it, then it's good.
Well, here's hoping Jay has a soft spot for this 1950s wedding present. Sarah's now searching for her second item, but she's still found time to try and inspire Nigel about what to do with his old shelves.
Well, I'd love to make something out of anything, but I've tried it as a planter and I just can't find any use for it in my brain, so...
Yeah, I know they do sort of upright vegetable gardens these days, don't they?
Yeah.
So you can, put them against the wall and grow stuff.
In fact, I'm going to take that back on the little strawberries.
That's a really good idea.
I'm taking that down with me. I'm glad you just pricked my conscience then.
Nice work, Sarah, but be careful or there'll be nothing left for you. And don't even think about it. You know you can't just grab something out of the skip, so behave yourself. Instead, why don't you sneak a peek at what treasures Richard might be about to tip?
I've spied something exciting in the back of your car. Sorry to bother you.
Okay.
Is that yours? Have you had it for a long time?
I've had it, nearly 40 years, but it wasn't mine originally. It was given to me, and I've been just using it to keep tools in.
Really? And what, you just had enough of it now?
We're moving house and trying to clear out a lot of stuff that we don't need anymore.
It's got a great shape to it, hasn't it? And it looks so battered and worn and really cool.
It's got character.
Yeah, I really like that. I'm looking for things that I can repurpose or upcycle or turn into other things. And there's something about that is just so beautifully worn. You can't recreate that, and it's really quite appealing for me.
Okay, well, it's all yours. You want it?
I'd really like it. I really would. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I absolutely love that. Thank you very much for letting me have it.
You're welcome.
Well done, Sarah. I had a feeling Richard was going to come up trumps. But what does he think you'll do with his old toolbox?
Yeah, I haven't got a clue. I can't imagine, but it'd be interesting to see. I can't wait to see what she does with it.
I absolutely love this, and there's something about its chunkiness that is shouting laptop or some sort of place where you put some technology. It'd be amazing if you opened it up and you had a screen on the top and a keyboard in the bottom. I think this could be a portable office. Lots of space for other things. Just really cute, and it's got just about the right amount of patina and wear on it that makes it really appealing to have on your desk. A chunky little piece of loveliness.
Are you sure, Sarah? A 21st century office in an antique box? It all sounds a bit far-fetched. But if it's something electrical you want, then there's one man that might just be able to help. Meet Horse, electronic superbrain. Horse was chief engineer for a world-renowned audio recording company for over a decade. He's now taken his love for restoring vintage sound equipment and made it into a business.
My name's Mark, everyone calls me Horse. I'm electronics engineer by trade. I enjoy refurbishing vintage equipment. I'm also interested in kind of antique radio equipment. It's always a shame to see stuff like that go to waste. I think it's great that you're giving a second life to something that would have essentially just been smashed up, thrown in the rubbish. So yeah, it's definitely a job and a passion.
Horse might know his way around a circuit board, but let's just hope he doesn't get his wires in a twist when Sarah presents him with this empty old toolbox. Sarah's now got 2 items crossed off her list, but she can't relax just yet. She still needs to find her 3rd and final piece. But it looks like she's not the only one who's hard at it.
Emptying garden waste. We cut my friend's garden and getting rid of the stuff. It's hard work though. We gotta get on with it. And then, you like I said, we still want to work.
Keith looks relaxed though. He's about to dump an old sofa.
Hold on, boys, hold on. There's no missing what you've got in the back of the car. Is it time for a new sofa?
Well, no, I've just cleared the house actually. My sister's been renting the house for a few months. She lives abroad.
Okay.
And of course, hard foundations came down. They wouldn't take it, so I should pick it up and throw it in the back of the car.
I'm impressed you got it in here. It looks like quite a big piece. Should I help you get it out? And would it be possible to have a closer look at it?
Oh, dearie me, Sarah. I know things are getting desperate, but surely you can't be serious about Keith's tatty old sofa.
I'm after big pieces of furniture that I can refurbish, perhaps bring into, modern design and that kind of stuff. So for me, this is a really exciting thing to see here. It would be great if I could stop it going into the skip and take it away and try and do something to it.
Right.
Lovely, thank you.
Keith seems in a bit of a hurry to get away. Mind you, I'd be keen to see the back of that sofa too. But what on earth does he think Sarah will do with it?
Well, I don't know, because Sarah says she can do a lot with it. It'll be really interesting to find out, to see what she can do with it.
It certainly will be interesting, Keith. But is Sarah still feeling confident about tackling this charity shop reject?
Part of me looks at this and thinks, I'm not sure I can take it away with me because I just hate the colour. But underneath it, I know it's got a clean, bright white cover, and once I've exposed that, I think I'm going to feel a bit more positive towards it, and I can cover it in some really bright, exciting fabrics and make it saleable. Everybody needs a good, comfortable sofa, and this is one of those.
If you say so, Sarah. But one thing's for sure, Keith's not hanging about any longer, just in case you change your mind.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
So, the sorry sofa completes a hat trick of salvage swag for Sarah, which he now has to try and convert into hard cash. The bedside cabinets will be reworked by Jay, the old toolbox will be placed in Horse's capable hands, and Sarah will be trying to bring a smile back to the sad sofa.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. I've had a great day here raking through the rubbish, and I think I'm going to clean up.
Sarah's first stop is deep in the heart of the Black Country, Wolverhampton, where a thriving arts and crafts scene is emerging. And leading the charge is woodworking genius Jay Blades. As ever, Jay has absolutely no idea what Sarah has in store for him today. So exactly how confident is he feeling?
Depending on what she brings, I will be able to see if I can work my magic on there. But also Sarah will have some ideas that might not be commercially viable. Also, she might have some ideas that are commercially viable, but might cost more for us to actually make.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Jay,
How you doing?
I've got a little something for you, but I might need a hand.
Okay. These are quite cool.
I'm glad you said that.
These are very cool.
I'll tell you what, they're quite light,
Yeah.
which is nice because I've been carrying them around a bit. So, what do you reckon to these nice pair of bedside cabinets?
Yes, you can do quite a bit with these. The thing that I would kind of do with these would be try to restore the outside and then inside just go a fusion of colour and hopefully put some holes in here so it becomes kind of like a more modern thing so people can charge their phones in there and stuff like that. And I might, depending on how the cover comes out, I might introduce a colour there, but I won't introduce a colour that's going to make this look a bit too out there. It's going to blend in.
Actually, I like that. I think a little pop of colour at the bottom, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It makes them fresh and maybe change the handles on them maybe as well if you find something appropriate.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know what I'm like, I've got budget in mind. How much do you reckon it would cost?
I'd say this would be about £75 for the two, because I'll have to remove the backs, work on the inside, and take off the doors, restore the actual... That might be a problem there.
Bloomed a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. Depending on how good the veneer does come up, I think you would definitely double your money on these ones. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's potentially great news. With labour and materials estimated at £75, Sarah could be in for a tidy profit. But only if Jay can bring those 65-year-old bedside cabinets into the 21st century. Next up, Sarah's off to Manchester. Famed as being one of the founding cities of the Industrial Revolution, it is perhaps best known today for its football teams and thriving music scene. But it is also home to a man called Horse, one of the country's leading audio engineers. And he has no idea what Sarah's bringing.
I'm expecting anything at all, really. I'm hoping it's something that will possibly lend itself in some way towards being some kind of audio device, as that's kind of my main kind of thing. But I've no idea what it's going to actually be.
Well, let's just hope for Horse's sake that Sarah's changed her mind about that futuristic office-in-a-box idea.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Should we go into the workshop?
Yeah.
Go on.
Thank you.
Right then, what have we got?
Well, it's quite sweet. Actually, looking at it here, it seems like there's bits on it that really need some work, but I think it does still open. And inside, it's good, sturdy, wooden construction.
Yeah.
So I thought
Yeah.
maybe
it makes a noise. That's as far as I got. I got some sort of amazing speaker.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something that you put in here and you open up like an old record player, or you know, I have no real plans for it other than the fact that it'd be so nice if you could make that.
Something to make a noise.
What do you think?
Because it's got a handle, I'd want to make it portable, but you could still make a decent sounding kind of like a ghetto blaster sort of thing, and make it rechargeable possibly. I'll look into that as well. I was thinking maybe have it so that it doesn't open, so that you can actually just house the system inside. Speakers in here.
That looked a bit dodgy. Do you think it'll stand the process? Okay, that sounds good. I totally agree. If you don't need to see inside, there's no point in making it complicated, is there?
Maybe makes it a bit easier. Maybe have like a panel on the back or on the side with adjustments on.
Okay, and so to make something like that, what kind of value are we talking about in terms of what I need to pay you?
I reckon probably 300 to 350, probably.
Okay, and so that sounds quite expensive, but what do you think the retail price would be for something if it's got really good sound quality?
Yeah, I mean, if it like, I don't think 450 is out of the realms of possibility if it does sound good, you know, and if it looks good. I think this has got the potential to kind of
break.
To you know, sort of to look weathered enough to be cool, but not quite, you know,
useless.
Yeah.
Paul certainly has a big challenge on his hands, and it's a big risk for Sarah too. With labour and materials estimated at £350, converting the box into a speaker is not going to be cheap. So let's just hope Horse can make it sing. It's time for Sarah to head home to the idyllic countryside of West Sussex. It's a far cry from the tip, and Sarah's dog Bramble is happy to see her home. But lurking in the barn, there's something that isn't quite so welcome in this beautiful landscape. The salvage sofa is so unappealing, even Bramble's turning her nose up at it. But don't worry, Bramble, Sarah's sure to have a plan.
This sofa has got a lot of substance to it, but it's definitely lacking in style at the moment. I'm looking for a way to update it, make it look fresh, make it look exciting, and make it look saleable. And I think my best choice is ripping off the covers. I'd like to surface stitch some new fabric to it to give it a really light, floral, refreshing look. First things first, let's get rid of the maroon.
That's it, Sarah. Don't forget to check down the back. It might be the only way you make any money on this item.
That's quite promising, really, isn't it? It's well made. It's improved immeasurably already.
Sarah should be pleased. Not only is the sofa in good condition, it also has the regulation fire safety tags attached. But she can't leave it looking like that. No offence, Bramble, but dog hair and white sofas, it's not a good look. So what exactly is Sarah going to cover it with?
I found some of these old linen pillowcases that I've had for ages that I got at a car boot sale. They're really nice. And I'm hoping that I might be able to make the back cushions for the sofa out of those. And I've washed everything else, but I don't quite know what I'm going to do yet. So I'm going to go and start laying things on the sofa, find out if I've got enough fabric, and then get stuck in. Come on.
But it's not just Sarah's fabric that's worrying her.
There are swallows in here, and I think they're about to fledge. Oh, look, they have. So those are baby swallows having flying lessons up there, which is very sweet for them, but I really don't want anything they might leave behind going on the sofa. I think if the swallows are in here, I'm going to take the sofa outside.
With the sofa safely out of harm's way, Sarah can finally get started.
So the plan is to cover the whole of this frame as it is in these lovely strawberries and chintzes.
Sarah managed to scavenge these feather cushions back at the tip, but before she can cover them, she has to tackle the sofa. First up, Sarah has to staple a base layer of fabric to the sofa's wooden frame.
And when you're doing this kind of thing, don't hold back on the staples because they're cheap. But the effect you want needs to be really tight.
It takes quite a while to get the first layer tightly wrapped in place. Brambles found a way of entertaining herself though.
Excuse me.
But if the stapling wasn't taking long enough, it's going to take Sarah even longer to hand stitch all the extra patches on. So we'll find out later if she really can turn these rags into riches. Over in Wolverhampton, Jay's ready to work his magic.
We're starting on the bedside cabinets that Sarah's brought in and just trying to get my colour scheme to make sure that everything works. What I'm hoping to achieve is keeping this as it is, as neutral as it possibly can, so trying to bring this back to its former glory. Then inside the door, the wow factor inside. So I'm hoping to paint this one colour and then have wallpaper on the door and probably wallpaper on the shelf that's inside there. And I'm just checking to see if this colour lifts this wallpaper. So the colour that I see that has the minimal amount is a blue that's here. So rather than copying this blue, I'm going for that blue what's right there. That little minute piece of blue, I'm trying to just lift that.
Having decided on his colour scheme, Jay can now get cracking on wallpapering those shelves and doors. He starts by applying an even coat of PVA glue to the wood and the paper. Then, this is where you need a steady hand, Jay. And mind you don't get any creases. Sarah won't be able to sell it with a lumpy finish. And that looks perfect. Now, while the paper dries, Jay can paint the insides of the cabinets with the carefully chosen paint. With the first coat now on, Jay wants to see how it's going to look with the wallpapered shelf.
That is really, really cool. I am really, really chuffed with that. Now, this has passed the test of it being in my house. I would have this in my house. Just the way that looks now, like, I haven't even put the door on, and it's the shelf alone just makes that. I really like it.
If Jay likes the cabinets that much, maybe he could buy them off Sarah. Well, you never know. Back in Manchester, electrical engineer Halse has got all of the components ready to build the new speaker. He's even made a new handle for the box out of one of his girlfriend's old belts. But today, he's really stepping into the unknown.
The next bit is going to be the point of no return, really, which is drilling a hole and then jigsawing out the holes for the speakers. It's a bit out of my comfort zone because I'm not really that used to doing it, but yeah.
More at home with his circuit boards, just how confident is Halse feeling about a spot of carpentry?
I could have measured it completely wrong and then I've ruined the box and any chance of doing anything good with it, but I don't know, fingers crossed.
Oh dear, this doesn't look too promising. Let's just hope Halse kept his receipts for the speakers, otherwise one slip with that jigsaw could prove costly. With the first hole cut, it's time to see if Halse's measurements add up. Will the speaker fit or fall straight through the hole?
Just double check, that's... Oh, there we go. Not too bad.
Nice one, Halse. I never doubted you. Now, you just need to do it all again for the second speaker. With both speaker holes successfully cut, there's just one more piece of carpentry required.
There's going to be a control panel for the volume on-off. I've pre-made that out of a piece of checker plate that they'd normally use for kind of fire escapes and things. I thought it looked quite cool on this, but I just need to make the actual hole on the side of the box now.
So there's going to be some tidying up to do, but eventually this is to make, this piece of wood is so that it's further recessed to protect the control knobs. But it's going to sit back like that. I'll have to tarp this up a bit, but it's roughly there, it's fine. I'll have to put some edging around there as well, some leather or something, but yeah, I'm quite pleased with that.
With the box now virtually ready, Horse just needs to wire up the electronic components and the new mobile speaker is good to go. Meanwhile, in West Sussex, after hours of stapling and sewing, Sarah has almost finished the new sofa.
So the more I sew onto this sofa, the more I like the look of it. I have patched all the way around really tightly, and I know you can see the stitches, but it's all part of its handmade charm. I can't make it look much neater than that, so I thought I might as well really go for the rustic look. So I've just sewn these panels of vintage offcuts all the way around here, using a curved upholstery needle.
With the patchwork complete, now all Sarah needs to do is to add the cushions. She made some basic covers for them earlier by using more of the vintage fabric.
I can hardly remember what it looked like when it was maroon. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness indeed, because the old sofa was so tired and worn, it was even rejected by a charity shop. But now, Sarah has utterly transformed it. With just a bundle of vintage remnants, she's made the sofa bright and welcoming and just bursting with old world charm. And after all her hard work, I think it's time Sarah put her feet up.
So, I hardly want to sit on it because I just know I'm going to have to plump up the cushions again, but now that is a really good selling point because this is so comfortable. It really is. It's lovely.
Sarah's success is measured in sales, and she always seeks out the best opportunities to maximise profits. Hosting regularly her own furniture and clothing sales from home, advertising and selling online,
Let's get that online.
or meeting commercial buyers in person to sell direct.
Seeing this is really refreshing and it's good and people are going to want more of it. It's going to grow, this thing, I think, that you're doing.
With opportunities galore in the things we throw out, Sarah's always looking to make money for nothing. Back at the tip, Keith's old sofa made quite an impression.
Hold on, boys, hold on. There's no missing what you've got in the back of the car. I'm impressed you got it in here.
Having served its purpose and been rejected by a charity shop, Keith was only too happy to let Sarah take the sofa away.
Sarah said she can do a lot with it. It'd be really interesting to find out, see what she can do with it.
Well, after covering the sofa in beautiful vintage fabrics, Sarah decided to put it up for sale in one of her barn sales. And the response was overwhelming.
Just sold the sofa.
Now it's time to show Keith what she did and to see if there were any profits from the sale.
Hi, Keith.
Hello, Sarah.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Nice to see you
Nice
again.
to see you too.
I've got a few things to show you about
Right.
the sofa that we took. I've got some pictures on here. That's the one, isn't it?
Yes, that's the one, yes.
So we started off, we stripped off all the covers from it, and I actually chose some vintage fabrics to re-upholster it. And looking completely different, I think.
Wow.
What do you think?
Fantastic. I just can't recognise it. Yeah?
It looks good, but did it make any money?
We did go through a bit of a process with the sofa, and I spent £120 on it.
Oh, right.
But I did manage to sell it for £1,200.
Wow.
So Keith, I've got for you £1,080 for your sofa.
Oh.
All yours.
Thank you. Wow. Absolutely flabbergasted. I really am. From the day when I took to the tip, I did not expect today for us to have.
With £120 for materials, Sarah made the sofa 10 times more valuable, which means Keith really is walking away with £1,080.
And I just wonder if you'd have any plans for what you might do with over £1,000.
Well, I think put us towards a holiday.
Oh, fantastic. That would be great. Well, I tell you what, I am so pleased to have worked on it.
Thank
I
you.
love the fact that that might take you somewhere, and it was really cool to have saved the sofa and made it into money.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you so much.
Over in Wolverhampton, Jay is applying the finishing touches to the bedside cabinets.
Well, Sarah's due any minute to come and pick these up, and I'm in a bit of a rush to try and get these finished. So excuse me while I crack on.
Jay?
Hello.
Hiya, how you doing?
I'm very good, but I'm not ready for you to see them just yet.
Do you want me to come back in a minute?
Just give me 2 minutes and I should be ready.
I'll go and have a coffee. I'll see you in a sec.
All right.
Don't worry, Sarah. I think it'll be worth the wait. When she last saw them, the 65-year-old bedside cabinets were looking tired and worn. But now, with a delicate restoration of the veneer, a splash of colour and designer wallpaper on the doors and shelves, Jay has reinvented these relics for modern living.
Looks gorgeous.
Jay's pleased with them, but it's now finally time to find out what Sarah thinks.
Oh, there they are.
What do you think?
They look fab. They're really shiny, aren't they?
They are really shiny.
And I'm loving the blue. It's a good colour combination. May I look inside?
Of course you can.
What
Go
have you
for
done?
it. Well, basically, we've painted blue inside and on the lip at the bottom, and then put some wallpaper on the shelf and also some wallpaper on the back of the door, and drilled some holes in the back so you can load up or charge up your phone or your laptop, whatever you've got on the side of your bed.
Well, I think what you've done is given them that really fresh update that means that people who have a funky house will love these, and they didn't look like that before. So I think what you've achieved on that budget is really quite impressive.
Thank you.
I think Jay has really managed, just with a light touch, to make those cabinets look contemporary. He's put that lovely designer wallpaper in there and that popping blue colour on the base. And now I have a chance of selling them for some real money.
I think Sarah's reaction was really, really cool. She really liked them, and hopefully she should be able to sell them. As I said, they will pass my house test, so let's see if she can do it.
When Sarah first met Judith at the tip, she was letting go of her parents' old bedside cabinets.
Wow, they've got some age, haven't they?
Yeah. I think about 1950s, I think. Mum and Dad's wedding present.
His and hers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant, thank you so much for that.
It's a shame to be throwing them away, but if something's going to, be done that's nice with them, it's nice to see that.
Top vintage furniture dealer Martin couldn't agree more.
Who did that?
Jay Blades.
Did he? It's amazing. I like that. Bedside tables, and particularly a pair, are really desirable things, so they're easy to sell.
Martin was so confident the cabinets would sell that he bought them for his shop. Now, Sarah is off to tell Judith what happened to her parents' old wedding present, and hopefully to give Judith a gift of her own.
Hi there, hello again. Hi, it's Sarah. Hi there. How do you do? How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah.
I've just got a couple of pictures and things to show you about your cabinets that you dropped off. We had a look at them and we were wondering about turning them into a cocktail cabinet or doing something with them like that.
Yeah.
But actually, I took them to a designer called Jay Blades, who loves colour and gets really passionate about furniture and updating it, and mainly keeping it just the way it is. He had some good ideas about turning them into sort of slightly more modern bedside cabinets so they could keep their original use.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of pictures I can show you of them. He had an idea.
Oh, they look lovely.
Do you like them?
Yeah, yeah.
So what
and
you-
the picture inside, that's lovely. Mum would like that. She would.
She wouldn't have minded a bit of colour on there and that kind of thing?
No, she would have liked that, and she would have liked the thought of them being used, you know, not just discarded.
I gave Jay a budget of £75 to update them, and so he did all that painting and the restoration of the veneer and that kind of thing. And they were bought for £125. So that means
that's lovely.
I have got a little £50 present for you.
Thank you very much.
So I hope that's a good return. And I wonder, with £50, is there anything particularly to do with that kind of money?
I think I'd like to buy some flowers with the money for you know, Mum and Dad. That would be nice. Mum loved flowers as well. So.
Oh, that's really lovely. It's nice to think that it goes back full circle.
Yeah.
Breathing new life into the cabinets cost £75. It didn't take long for Martin to snap them up for £125, meaning Judith can enjoy shopping for flowers with her 50 quid.
Well, I am delighted that Judith approved of what we did with her cabinets and the fact that she thought her mum would like it too. And spending that money on a big bunch of flowers in memory of her mother, well, that's a very sweet idea.
In Manchester, Sarah is on her way to collect the third and final item. When she last saw it, the old toolbox had some charm, but no longer had a purpose. But now, Horse has turned it into a fully functional and stylish mobile speaker, complete with a rechargeable battery, Bluetooth connectivity, and even a USB charger. So how's he feeling about Sarah coming to see it?
I think there's quite a transformation, so I think hopefully she's pleased with it. I think it looks quite cool, but then I'm a massive nerd, so I quite like the idea of a Bluetooth-powered speaker, but I'm not sure everyone's that fussed about it.
I love surprises, Horse. How's it gone?
Pretty good.
Oh! You're nuts. Do you know that? You are nuts. Look at that. Wow. So, you've been really busy, haven't you? What on earth have you put inside there to make it like that?
There is a very hefty battery, so you've always got this kind of compromise between battery life and weight. So that's the battery. I mean,
Okay.
it's not short of a car battery really, but it's going to last.
Okay, so normally this won't be on show, will it?
No.
Right.
Normally these are shut, and then there's also screws to put in the side just to properly seal it, because you wouldn't really want it open. So, yeah.
Horse, you're really clever, do you know that? It's got an instantly attractive look about it. And what, this bit here, so this is,
Yeah.
talk me through what gadgets you've got in here and how it works.
So that's sort of, on and off switch is the big switch there. Main volume control. That's an input just so you can plug anything into it that's got a mini jack connector from like a smartphone or whatever. This switch either turns it to the input, or if you turn it to the right, then it engages the internal Bluetooth receiver, so you can just use it without having anything connected to it. This is the voltage that the battery's at.
Okay.
So when that drops below a certain point, you'll kind of lose volume and fidelity, so it just kind of tells you whereabouts you are. The USB charger there that will send power to any kind of USB device.
So you can charge something on there as well.
You can.
And I think it's that kind of attention to detail that just makes it so lovely. It feels like it's a well thought out design. Well done, it's cool.
Ace. Brilliant.
Ace? You've aced it. I absolutely love it.
Shall I demonstrate?
It's a really good mixture, isn't it, of kind of retro and
Yeah, I think
new.
so. I think so.
I want to go on a big picnic right now and have something really coming out of that somewhere. You know, it needs to be taken out, doesn't it? It needs to go on a journey because of what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's completely made for that purpose, so yeah.
I think it's absolutely amazing, so thank you so much. I'm going to take that right now. Well, I think this really speaks for itself, don't you?
Well, the speaker's a definite hit with Sarah. Now, if she can bear to let it go, she needs to try and sell it. When Sarah first spotted Richard's old toolbox at the tip, it was coming to the end of its useful life.
I've had it, nearly 40 years.
Really? And what, you just had enough of it now?
We're moving house and trying to clear out a lot of stuff that we don't need anymore.
It's got a great shape to it, hasn't it? And it looks so battered and worn and really cool.
It's got character.
Yeah.
The characterful box just needed a new purpose, and with Horse's help, that's exactly what it got. Now it's time for Sarah to show Richard what happened to his old box, and hopefully she's got some profits to share with him too.
Hi there, Richard. How are you?
Sarah. Yeah.
Hi there.
How are you?
Yeah, very well. Nice to see you again. I've just got a bit of an update about the box or case or whatever you called it. What did you call it?
I think it's a case, but...
And I know that when we caught up at the tip, it was something you said you just used for storage and you'd had for,
That's right.
for ages. When we took it away, did you have any ideas about what we might do with it?
None whatsoever. So I'm quite excited to see what you've done.
We decided we'd make it into the most amazing boombox.
Oh, excellent.
A music machine, the like of which you've never seen before. I've got some pictures to show you. It went to a chap called Horse, and he turned it into this fantastic machine. And he has plumbed in the most amazing sound system in there.
Yeah, that looks amazing. It's a work of art. It's beautiful.
Now, normally at this point, I'd say I've spent £300 on it and I've sold it for X, but at the moment, I haven't sold it.
Right.
But I've got high hopes for it. It's such a great looking machine. I personally would absolutely love it. So, but what I'd like to do is, when it sells, just come back to you and give you the money for it.
Wow. Well, thank you.
So, despite this amazing transformation by Horse, the search continues to find this unique speaker a new home. But the costs of £350 and no profit generated, this could be a potential loss for Sarah of 350 quid.
So I'm really disappointed that I wasn't handing over money to Richard, but I've got high hopes that his boombox will sell and I'll be back here with some cash soon.
So, Sarah's managed to make a profit on 2 of the 3 salvaged items. The bedside cabinets, beautifully brought back to life by Jay. I'm sure it won't be long before Richard's utterly unique speaker will be blasting some sweet sounds. And of course we have the unwanted sofa transformed into a showstopper by Sarah.
We have transformed, restored and repurposed 3 things that were destined for the dump and handed over some money for nothing. Maybe the next time you take a trip to the tip, I could do the same for you.
How do you make money for nothing? The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
But just before you throw it away, would it be possible to have a quick look at it?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skid.
I am a passionate buyer, user and renovator of second-hand stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I turn old into new and I sell it for a profit.
Sarah's ready to sift through as many boots and bin bags as she needs to.
That's vintage gold, isn't it? It's really exciting.
In her search for tip treasure.
I love it.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
What are we going to do with that?
Oh no!
She can transform her finds into desirable.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Valuable.
Do Cha-ching.
and hopefully saleable items.
That's £80 profit.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's unbelievable.
Sarah is at the Whitley Community Recycling Centre in Surrey, where the people of Whitley and the surrounding area bring a treasure trove of unloved and unwanted items destined for landfill.
It's so exciting. People are flooding in here all day long, and I'm going to turn their old into gold, their trash into cash, and make some money for nothing.
Sarah's here looking for 3 items with the potential to be turned into something desirable again. And Sarah has spotted Dion and Trevor removing something very interesting from the back of their car.
Sorry, just before you throw that away, sorry to bother you. I like your jerry can.
It's yours.
Really? No, tell me about it. So where's it from and how long have you had it and why are you chucking it away?
I've had it for 8 years and it's got a hole in the bottom.
Oh, that says it all. I know why you're chucking it away now.
I'm throwing it away to be recycled.
Do you know something? We're trying to take stuff from people and make things out of it that we think might give things a new lease of life. There's something about that that's so classic. It would be really cool to see if we can make something out of it.
What could you make out of that?
I don't know. But I'll have a think about it. What am I going to make out of that? It could be turned into lighting. Maybe we could get some really cool legs on it and just make it into a little occasional table, something like that.
You could do, if you want to.
Well, if I did, and I did manage to make something, could I come and show you what I've done or keep in touch to...
Of course you can.
See it? That would be fab. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Occasional table, lighting. I'm sure Trevor and Dion can't wait to see how this one turns out.
I don't hold my breath, if I'm really honest, but who knows?
I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I just love its styling. I love the fact that when it cleans up, I'm going to get left with something really shiny and cool. I've got to think of something fabulous that this can be made into.
So, with Trevor and Dion's old petrol cans saved from the dump, all we need now is someone to fuel those ideas. And Sarah knows just the person.
Headphones.
Rob Shear has years of experience bending, shaping, grinding and welding metal.
Years of libraries of mental libraries of experience, know-how, tips of the trade, so to speak.
Graduating from art school, his work is now regularly in demand by architects and artists. Rob has no idea what Sarah's going to bring along today, but he definitely knows what he'd like.
An old-fashioned copper hot water boiler, like a really big one, about 5 foot by 500. You know, nice and substantial, like a torpedo, a copper torpedo. That's what I want.
Hopefully Rob will be able to redirect that passion for plumbing towards Sarah's punctured petrol can. At the dump, Sarah's picturing her next opportunity.
What do you reckon? How am I looking? Is it?
I think the point is, Sarah, you don't appear to be looking, and the search is still on for 2 more items.
I've just seen a table in the back of this guy's car and I'm hoping he might be dropping it off and he might be able to share it with me. Hi there. I'm really sorry to be loitering outside the back of your car. I was just looking at your table and wondering if that's something you're dropping off today as well, or...?
I am, yeah. My family's got increasingly bigger.
Right.
It's too small. So we've had it for 20 odd years. But sadly, it's not got nowhere for it to go anymore. And with 6 of us in the family, it's just too small.
It's got a lovely scrub top to it though, hasn't it? It's got loads of appeal to it.
Yeah.
Is it something that I could take away and try and remake something?
I'd be delighted, because I'd hate for it to go to waste.
This table really is on its last legs, but the top is fantastic. This is really cool. They're really solid boards and they've got that patina of age to them that you just can't recreate.
That's a second item found that's now destined for a new beginning. Sarah won't be tackling this tatty table alone. She has someone in mind who specialises in working wonders with other people's waste. Rupert Blanchard is a sought-after furniture designer based in Margate.
I love making things that appear really clean and simple, but the cleaner and simpler they get, the more complicated they are to make. Basically, other people's waste, I find some kind of beauty in it and spend a lot of time and give rubbish a lot of attention to try and bring it back into use. Anything that you might find in a skip, basically, I'm happy to work with it.
He may well love working with rubbish, but Rupert's yet to clap eyes on Sarah's latest find. Of course, it's important to remember that not all that glitters is gold.
Don't you love the dump?
Probably not as much as you, Sarah. With one item left to find, Sarah spotted Janet and her sister Julie, who are helping their mother move by clearing out items which won't make it to her new home.
Hi there.
Hello.
I'm loving the look of the stuff in the back of your truck. I'm looking for stuff that maybe we can give another life to or reuse in some way. It would be great to get this out and have a look and then maybe see what other stuff you have.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I love a carpet sweeper, look at that. Isn't that great?
Sarah's already saved some of Janet's stuff before, but she's straight back in there for round 2. And for once, she's spoilt for choice.
Don't know what to pick first. I'm quite interested in the chair because I know things like this recovered or perhaps really good to go into bedrooms and you know, they're usable pieces of furniture because they're quite small.
It was given to my mum by a friend of hers, so she wanted something in her hall. And the cat, as you can see, sat on it most of the time.
I'd love to have a go at giving this a new lease of life. That would be fab.
It'd be nice to see it revamped.
It's not in great shape at the moment. It's covered in cat hair. It's got lovely brown velour on it. So at the moment, it's not looking lovely, but it's a really easy makeover, this. It's got a wooden frame. It means you can staple stuff to it and cover it, and it will look fantastic.
The chair is going to look lovely, actually. I think if that's covered in a nice tapestry sort of material, vintage material, that would look really lovely. But, you know, wait and see what she does. It'd be interesting.
So, Rob's taking care of the petrol can with a hole in it, Rupert's dealing with the old table, and Sarah's fixing up an old velour chair which the cat is missing already.
I love the things that I've found, but I hope I haven't bitten off more than I can chew and I can actually make some money out of them.
Walthamstow is not only a suburb of East London, but also the name of the first album of East 17, one of the 90s most popular boy bands. It's also where Sarah has brought her old petrol can, looking for a spark of inspiration to ignite the imagination of Rob Sher, who I'm pretty sure has never been in a boy band.
I think Sarah's coming along today. I hear she's got a few bits and bobs for me. Got no idea what they're going to be. A real mixed bag of stuff she brings. A real surprise. Sometimes good, sometimes absolute trash. And I've really got to try and make a pearl out of her swine's ear, as they say.
I think it's a silk purse, actually, Rob, and you'd be very lucky to make one of those out of that old petrol can.
I've got a little something for you.
Yeah, I thought you might. What have you got for me today?
Well, do you know, I saw this and I thought of you, and then I thought, I'm not quite sure what I can do with it. So, first of all, I thought maybe it's a table, you know, like a sofa table or something like that. And the only other thing I thought about was it's kind of the right size for carry-on luggage, like a wheelie bag.
Wheelie bag, petrol can on an aeroplane. Good idea, Sarah.
It's not going to happen, is it?
No, it's not going to happen, no.
Go on then. What would you do with it?
What we could do, maybe I could cut this out, give maybe a little bit of a graphic feel, a little graphic flame looking all the way through, seal it off, and then maybe put some kind of light feature inside.
So not candle, but plug-in light, like...
A plug-in light, yeah.
That's really cool. So something, what, for somebody's, like a man office or the garage, you know, like...
Man office.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I know,
a den.
yeah.
I think that's really good, and lighting is a great option.
It's going to appeal to the boy in the man. Man in the boy, boy in the man.
Clearly designed to appeal to a cross-section of the male population, this old rusty, punctured petrol can is about to become a unique designer lamp, perfect for gracing any man office.
So what are we talking about money-wise to get that done like that?
Well, I've got to like take the surface off, I've got to cut it open, I've got to make the tube which goes inside, finish it, rivet it on. I mean, it's about 250 to 300.
So we're looking at quite a high-end item here in the end, aren't we? This has got to sell for a load of money. It doesn't look great now, but I have every confidence that the next time I see it, it's going to look really fantastic. So I give you the challenge.
Always a challenge from you, Sarah. Don't worry, it's going to look lovely by the time we come back.
Rob is a genius. That light is going to look amazing. I can see it going into all sorts of different places, so I couldn't be more pleased. Brilliant.
Sarah's going to have to spend up to £300 for Rob's expertise. But with premium price tags for lighting, Sarah is still hoping to make a profit from the old petrol can. Margate is a traditional British seaside town which has recently been rejuvenated by a cultural renaissance, a part of which has been the burgeoning revival of all things retro. It's where Rupert Blanchard has his workshop.
Today I'm hoping that Sarah's going to turn up with something really rotten, really far gone, something that most people would only assign to landfill, and hopefully I can pull something out of it.
Sarah knows that if anyone can save Andrew's table, it's Rupert.
There's a really sweet story behind this table. The guy was dropping it off, he's got 4 kids, and you can see where there glitters all over it and everything, and they've just grown out of it. So they've got a new, bigger table, and this one, surplus requirements. But I was wondering if there's anything we can do to make it into something like smaller or cubey, or just not a table.
Oh, this is a hard one because it's such a nice table, but it's obviously outgrown its use and it is actually rickety. If we're working with the material as it is,
yeah,
it is a lovely worn kitchen table, so why not have it as a worn kitchen table? Maybe just becoming it a bigger table.
You're talking about putting slabs of new product in here to make it into something really substantial.
You can have a split, perhaps it does pull apart, if another element comes in, something that just really brings it up to date and celebrates what it is.
It looks like Rupert is convincing Sarah to see the inner table in this dinner table.
I love that idea, and I love the fact that it was redundant because it was too small, and now we're making it into something really impressive and bringing everybody together around the table again. That will be brilliant.
However big the table becomes, Sarah will be hoping the cost stays small.
So if we're looking at some kind of insert in stone or something like that, are we looking at 400 to 500 quid, depending on the material a little bit more?
It's about 2-3 days work, depending on what we're casting or, as I say, the material. So, yeah, I think you're about right.
Brilliant. OK, that's a great place to leave this and then go forward. Hopefully come back and find something much more substantial. I love the fact that Rupert has recognised that that table has been at the centre of so many good times. And I know with his radical redesign, it's going to be surrounded by a lot more fun in the future.
With this transformation costing as much as £400, Sarah's going to have to sell the table at a premium before she sees any profit. Back at Reclamation HQ deep in the Sussex countryside, Sarah is about to give that tired old brown velour chair a whole new lease of life in the hope of turning that dowdy cat seat into lots of dough. To keep costs low and profits high, Sarah has an idea which will turn her collection of old free rags into riches. Sarah's idea is to create a new patchwork material as a luxurious replacement for that old brown velour.
I'm going to cut all the offcuts and all the random bits into the same size square. I'm going to sew them in strips first and then sew the strips together to make a whole panel of fabric. So I'm going to put the fabrics with their good sides facing each other and then sew along. And then I'll do the same again and again until I get a long strip of fabric, but just using all the scraps, and that makes it cheaper. That's really pretty. And that, on the back of the chair, that'll make money. I've given the chair a good old clean up because I'm going to cover it completely as it is. I've got some fire retardant calico here, which will bring it up to the right regulation, so I know that it's safe to use. I've just given the chair one quick layer in this fabric, and I think it looks much better already. Now I'm going to lay on our new panels of patchwork fabric. I want this to go all over the seat and the back. And then here, right around on this side, I'm probably going to use a piece of plain fabric. I think that's loads.
The tip of the trade is to begin at the front edge of the chair with the fabric turned back on itself. That way you can achieve a nice neat finish with the staples hidden below the fabric.
So that's a really good neat start there. Quite lucky there, I've got a line going all the way along the back. That makes it look like I almost planned it. Very well, it's fine.
With the new patchwork cover securely stapled, that old brown velour chair is already totally unrecognisable.
Looks better already, doesn't it?
In Margate, Sarah's tatty old table find is revealing to Rupert the reason why it ended up in the tip.
Okay, so this one, beautiful table, Sarah dropped off to me. Although I say beautiful table, it's had its day, it's sadly knackered. I'm just trying to work out how it's made, so I'm just going to try to separate it all.
It shouldn't be too taxing, given that it's already ridden with woodworm and barely hanging together as it is.
I can already see that this table's had a strong history. There's marks and glitter and PVA glue from the previous children playing around the table. And sadly, the family that this came from, they just outgrew it. You're often with old wood like this, when you start playing with it, you reawaken old smells or all sorts of things. Every meal and every glass of wine that's been spilt on it. A nice old kitchen pine table always makes me hungry. Could go for a nice sandwich around this table right now. That's the last piece of the top.
Walthamstow was lucky enough to have a new fire station built only 3 years ago, but hopefully we won't be needing their services today.
This kind of goes into the risk assessment. Let's put that there. Headphones.
Of course, we all know there's a perfectly valid reason why we avoid all forms of ignition when dealing with petrol.
Okay, so more importantly than any of this is to get the proportions right. So what I've got to do now is cut this right. I'm only going to get one chance. So tape measure. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! The form's right across this line here. That's good. That's good. It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Now, at the moment, you may be thinking of a flame silhouette light for a man office. But Rob has had a spark of inspiration, potentially a dangerous thing when dealing with a petrol can. Having noticed a striking resemblance to the shape of a Zippo lighter, Rob is now going to cut the top from the can and have a light in the lid. Not sure what Sarah's going to think of this radical rethink.
Okay, here we go. Not looking good. You know what?
You're going back to the original plan?
I was going to put a little bit more water in it.
No, thought not. If Rob doesn't combust in the making of this new Zippo lamp, Sarah's going to be in for a big surprise when she sees the new design. It's difficult to watch.
Oh, the design's coming out of me. I mean, maybe we could actually...
Whoa! I'm sensing another change of plan.
I don't dare say this because it... But maybe. Okay, so we've got this. Instead of putting the light there, if we could get the light there, maybe a nice light there, like almost like kind of a nice flat LED type light, yeah? and then we have a little wooden bar there. So we have like a little, almost like a hip flask and maybe 2 glasses set in wood. Oh, gotta think, Rob, gotta think, okay.
Back in West Sussex, oblivious to all Rob's design detours, Sarah's pressing ahead with the transformation of Janet's old brown chair.
It's not perfect and not all the lines are completely even, but that's the beauty of patchwork. It won't be for everybody's taste, because some people like things really neat, but for me, I think that's pretty, and once I get the back panel on, I think we're nearly there. I've got a leftover piece of blanket ticking here. Front's a bit ugly, but I really like the worn bit on the back, so I'm going to use that as the panel to go over the back of the chair. Because I want to get a really neat finish all along the sides, I'm actually going to hand sew it in place, tucking it under as I go, like that, so I don't have to buy any expensive braid or anything to finish it off. And I think some little hand stitches, happy for them to be visible so it looks handmade. Just catching the chair and the fabric. And that means the whole of the chair is going to feel really tight and the fabric underneath won't be moving around. Should have painted the legs first, but at least now I can see what colour's going to look best.
That's a relief. We thought you'd just forgotten.
I think I will have to paint them.
From a chair to a table, in Margate, Rupert is thinking on his feet as his design develops.
I talked to Sarah about just cutting the table in half, pulling it apart and inserting a new material. I'd rather do it more randomly, almost as if the table had been blown up and glued back together, introducing some new materials, but they're reclaimed materials. Every time I walk past a building site or a skip on the street, I always have a look at what they've got. These came off of around the hoarding, around a development site, and I think this sort of colour might be perfect for the table. So I'm going to just take a few of these and start playing with it. I've kind of worked out what I'm going to do with this project, and it's just a case of doing it now. Assembling the many pieces of this jigsaw back together. I've got to work for quite a while to get it all nice and level, all sanded, all lovely. But I might put a thick sealant on it, maybe several coats of varnish, to get it to a really clean, glossy surface. Tried to give it a little bit of an edge. Something a little bit different table.
With Carlos the cat overseeing things, this table has grown from a table too small for a growing family to a tabletop large enough to seat a party. By adding extra materials sourced without costs, which add a splash of colour, Rupert is definitely thinking big.
So, that's pretty tight there. So actually this is, having done all this, I think I'm gonna have to take this bit out, yeah? This bit's gonna come out and then we're gonna have the light bulb running in there. That's gonna sit up like so. And I've got to find some kind of catch to hold this, oh, it's a bit sharp, hold this down when it's been moved. So there's gonna be a hinge on this side. Haven't quite found the hinge yet, the hinge, or maybe I'll just make one. And then when we lift it up, like so, got to find some way of actually keeping it up there. Okay, so a few little bits and pieces are going to take the time.
It's unusual for Rob to have such freedom of design on a project. More often than not, when working for architects and artists, specific plans are provided detailing exact dimensions and specifications. So, with all this creative freedom, anything could happen.
Not quite even, so I'm going to start again on this.
As part of the ever-evolving plan for the old petrol can, Rob has placed an order for a hip flask, which will sit in a copper-lined recess, sunk into the wooden insert at the bottom half of the can. At the same time, in the lid, Rob has installed a light bulb of epic proportions.
do is quickly fix this in so that's fixed in. Like I say, I want to replace it with some... I might even just use roofing nails, like zinc roofing nails, which might look okay as well. I just want that kind of whack. And that's kind of like changed a little bit.
Did you mention change? If this continues, there won't be much change from that old petrol can. With an ever-evolving design and limited resources in the shape of the original old petrol can, it's important for Rob to keep in mind that whatever we end up with still has to have a potential for profit. Back at home in the barn, Sarah is nearing the completion of the revamp of the brown velour chair.
So the only thing I'm thinking about now is these legs are looking really odd because they're still brown. I do have a few pots of paint that maybe I could try out to see what looks best. I think the blue is too harsh, and the green is a bit dull, so that one I think. I hate painting. I'm going to give it a quick and dirty coat for the first one and then a nice neat one afterwards.
Of course, if you'd remembered to paint the legs before covering the cushions, it wouldn't be a dirty job at all.
It wouldn't have been worth a £5 before. I'm going to ask over 100 quid for it now.
Over £100 for what was a tired old velour chair. But now, after plenty of patchwork, patience and painting, it's transformed into a modern piece of furniture that's sure to turn a profit. With Sarah spending just £15 on a fireproof calico material and sample pots of paint, this patchwork seat has the potential to provide plenty of profit. Back at the dump, Sarah picked up from Janet her old brown velour chair, which had definitely seen better days.
I'm quite interested in the chair. It was given to my mum by a friend of hers, and the cat, as you can see, sat on it most of the time.
Sarah took the chair home and provided it with patchwork and paint.
I'm going to give it a quick and dirty coat for the first one and then a nice neat one afterwards.
With the transformation complete, the old brown velour cat seat had become a stylish piece of modern furniture. The revamped patchwork chair was perfect to be offered for sale in Sarah's very own barn sale of recycled items. With a suggested price of £125, bids were invited, written on folded pieces of paper, with the chair being sold to the highest bidder.
Fingers crossed they might buy it.
Sarah is back in Whitley to show Janet how her old brown velour chair has been transformed into patchwork profit, and to hand over the cash.
Somebody friendly there. Hi there, hello again.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I've got a couple of pictures to show you because after we took away your brown velour chair,
Yes.
you're laughing. We did some work on it, so I thought I'd show you what we did to it.
Yeah.
We made it
wow.
vintage style.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
So I made a patchwork fabric using lots of offcuts and things that I'd had from other projects.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. So
Oh, it looks really pretty, doesn't it? Isn't
yeah,
that nice?
I think it was a good makeover. Do you think your mum would approve of it?
Yeah, I think she will. Actually, she likes flowery things, so I think she would see that as a big improvement.
Excellent. So in the end, somebody actually paid £100 for it.
Good grief!
So that means I've got £85 to give to you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Oh, my
It's
pleasure.
unbelievable. Wow. Good grief, who'd have thought?
So, Sarah spent just £15 on this transformation and was able to achieve a sale price of £100, which leaves £85 profit to hand over to Janet. So, what does she have in mind for the money?
Behind Cork Castle, there's a cattery, and she always used to love to go there. And so what I was thinking is we could take the money there and we can give it to the cattery. And so, you know, I can say, you know, that's what we've done with the chair.
Is that going to be a problem? Does she know you've got rid of the chair?
Yeah, no.
Really? Oh, no.
It might get me off the hook a bit. So.
She's going to know now. I tell you, you're going to be in lots of trouble. Well, maybe, yes, maybe buy her an ice cream to sweeten her up first. Use the £5 for the ice cream and give the £80 of cats. It was really lovely to see you again.
You too. Thank you very much.
My absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See that cat over there? That's the cat that sat on the chair. All that cat hair? It's that one over there.
I think if we give the money to the Cats Home, buy Mum a cream tea, that means that everybody's happy. Then the cats are happy, Mum's happy. So yeah, a good result.
With the patchwork chair producing a profit, Sarah now has high hopes for the punctured petrol can belonging to Trevor and Dion. She's back in Walthamstow, where Rob has finished fiddling with the old fuel can, which, after a number of different design directions, has come full circle and is back to being a table lamp for a man cave.
The original idea was to cut a hole all the way through it and put a light in it. After she'd gone, I had a little bit more to think about it. I quite like the shape of it, a Zippo lighter. So that's when I decided to split it. And I was originally going to have a hinge on it and have the clip. And I just preferred the idea of having a much more stationary kind of fitting, much more stationary fixing. More of a table lamp you'd have on like a little low table.
Well, I'm not quite sure what I'm here to pick up from Rob. I know that it's changed a little bit from our high-end lighting, and it's got something to do with a hip flask, which sounds very interesting.
You might want to take a big gulp from that, Sarah.
I don't know what she's going to say, actually. I hope she likes it. I really hope she likes it.
When Sarah saved this old petrol can from the dump, it was on its final journey. But now it's been refitted and repurposed with the intention of reselling for a profit.
Hello, Noel.
Hi, Sarah.
How are you? Dark in here today.
Yeah, we didn't have any money for the meter, but...
Oh no, is that my budget blown? What is that? That's really cool. Oh my word. What have you, so talk me through, what have you done to it?
Let's have a look.
Ah! Is that where you wanted the...
Hip flask.
And so turn the lights on. Let me have a proper look at the finish, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course.
It's really cool, isn't it? So was it a tricky process? It looks like it might have been through a few stages of development.
It went through a constant stage of development. It was, it was designed on the fly, really. So.
Rob was left with a budget of up to £300, but including the price of the hip flask, the final cost has risen to £330.
I have just some reservations about the finish for that kind of money, just to tidy it up. I mean, if I know that
I think there's a few little things you could do. And one of them was actually putting a car trim. You know, like the trims you get on the windscreen.
Yeah.
I quite like that with the reference to the car.
Okay, so
It's like a rubber trim around the edge.
I think that we'll definitely just have to make sure that that is tied up, if that's all right. I think that. Give me a shout, and I'll get it picked up when that's finished up. But for taking on the challenge. Well done, Rob. I love Rob's imagination. That looks really quirky and it's an interesting piece, but I do have my reservations about the finish. And I hope he doesn't mind me asking him just to push it a little further, because with something like that, the devil's in the detail.
I think Sarah liked it. I think she was pleasantly pleased. Pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly pleased. Pleasantly surprised.
Rob finished his petrol can creation for £330, so all that remains now is for Rob to smooth out those rough edges and for Sarah to find it a new home. Back at the tip, Sarah spotted the potential of Dion and Trevor's petrol can.
I like your jerry can.
It's yours. I've had it for 8 years and it's got a hole in the bottom.
Sarah's potential ideas were met with a certain cynicism.
I don't hold my breath, if I'm really honest.
With the help of Rob, that old punctured petrol can has now, after a few changes of plan, become a Zippo-styled table lamp. Sarah's returned to Whitley to show Dion and Trevor what has become of their old petrol can.
Hi there. Hello, Tara. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Hello, hello. How are you?
All right, thank you.
Nice to see you again. I've got a few bits here to show you about your jerry can.
All right.
Come on out, let me show you. So that's what it ended up like. This has got a fantastic, really bright light inside it, and he's cut it in half and opened it up, so it was sort of like a Zippo lighter. What do you reckon?
Very different. A lot of work got into it.
It's not something I'd have endorsed. Normally at this point I would say, great, it went really well, I've got fantastic news, I've got money to hand over to you, but I haven't managed to sell this yet. Some things you sort of think maybe they should have carried on at the tip, but we've had quite a lot of fun with this. And yeah, I'm sorry not to be handing over hundreds of pounds for a high-end piece of lighting, but...
We've got some more rubbish if you'd like it. I mean, recyclable bits.
So, despite all Rob's hard work, the search continues to find his light a new home. With costs of £330 spent and no income generated, this could be a potential loss for Sarah of £330.
We weren't sure quite what she was going to do in the first place. We were stumped at that one, and I think it's been a bit of a struggle for them to come up with a design, but they have, so good luck with that.
Well, I think Trevor and Dion were really good sports because there was no money for nothing to hand over, but we've had a good laugh and quite a lot of fun with that jerry can.
Back in Margate, Rupert has managed to complete the jigsaw puzzle that was this new table, but he's not sure what Sarah will think of his radically different approach to what was discussed.
It was a bit of a battle with this table, and I've made it into something new, and hopefully she's going to like it and find a suitable home for it.
Last time I was here, I dropped Rupert off a real challenge, a table on its last legs. I mean, like hardly attached to its last legs, in a really bad state. So I can't wait to see what he's managed to do with it. Hiya! Hey. How are you?
Hey, Sarah. How you doing?
Yeah, really well, really well. How about you?
I'm okay. I'm just about ready for you.
Really? Has it been tense?
It's always tense, but it's done somehow.
That is amazing. Is it? Can I touch it?
You can. It's not actually wet. It's high gloss.
It looks like sort of nail varnish or like something's poured on it.
It's really thick. I wanted it to look like a toffee apple.
That's what it is. It really does, doesn't it? It's beautiful.
So
it's huge.
It is rather big. I know originally I said maybe I just cut it in half and cast a new bit in the middle. But when I looked into that, the table was so rotten and it would have cost so much over the budget to cast a nice piece. So I decided I'll work with exactly what I've been given, make something new.
It is
something old.
Absolutely amazing.
The red sections are actually reclaimed wood. So the budget hasn't changed at all. I've perhaps spent another £3 on it.
Really?
That's it. So it's ready to go and have a new life and hopefully lives for some more years.
I think you've just absolutely nailed it. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. It looks fantastic, glossy, beautiful, and I'm going to go all out to try and get that back into the heart of somebody's home.
I'm really pleased that she liked it. I just hope she can find a suitable new home for it now.
The final cost of Rupert's work on the table has come to £400. Sarah's going to need to convince any potential buyer that this is the perfect family table if she's to make any profit at all. When Sarah first met Andrew, he was throwing out a rickety kitchen table his family had outgrown.
So we've had it for 20 odd years, but sadly, we've got nowhere for it to go anymore.
He was pleased when Sarah took an interest.
Is it something I could take away and try and remake something?
I'd be delighted, because I'd hate for it to go to waste.
And now, with some reclaimed wood and a tin of varnish, Rupert has served up a large and strikingly beautiful family dining table. Sarah invited Martin, one of the country's leading retro furniture dealers, to take a look at Rupert's transformation.
Whoever's done this is a very creative guy, and it's good.
And he loved it so much, he snapped it up for his shop, the Old Cinema. Sarah has returned to Whitley to show Andrew and his family what has become of their kitchen table and to hand over any profit.
Hi there. Hi, Andrew, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi there. Oh, hello, girls. Hi there. Hello. This is the big family you were talking about.
Yes.
Some of them.
Most of them.
There are four, aren't there?
Yeah, there's my sons. hiding away somewhere.
I don't know if you remember what your dad dropped off at the tip. Do you know what we're here to... The table, yeah. And did you all grow up with that table? Do you remember it being in your house?
Yeah, it's a little kitchen table.
Do you know what we did with it? We made it into a table. I've got some pictures. This is how your table ended up.
Oh, wow.
It's had a
That's
whole
amazing.
new lease of life. Your table went to the most amazing designer called Rupert Blanchard. So he spliced every single bit of your table together with some new material to make it into a table for 10.
Wow, that's incredible.
Somebody has already bought it.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. Somebody who wanted a big table paid 750 quid for it.
Wow.
So we spent £400 with Rupert, which means that I have got 350 quid to give to you guys.
Really?
For your table.
No way.
Yeah, really. So that money is yours to do whatever you like with it.
pub?
That'll be a really good night in the pub.
Well, I'm amazed. Thank you very much indeed.
So, transforming Andrew's table from a table into a table has cost £400, but Sarah was able to sell the finished item for £750, which leaves Andrew with a profit of 350 quid. If he can keep it from the bar, does he have anything else he would like to spend his money on?
A new bed, probably, for me and my wife, because we've been sleeping on the same one for 25 years and it's pretty worn out. And having just come back from holiday, my wife has got used to sleeping in a proper bed, so it'll go towards that.
So a drink at the pub and a new bed. What better way to spend money for nothing?
So, Sarah managed to make a profit on only 2 of the 3 salvaged items. The dining table restructured by Rupert and the brown velour seat seen to by Sarah. Rob's petrol can lighting has still to find a new home.
Well, that's 3 things saved and only 2 things sold. Sometimes it's not as easy as you think to make money for nothing.
How do you make money for nothing? The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
But just before you throw it away, would it be possible to have a quick look at it?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I am a passionate buyer, user and renovator of second-hand stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I turn old into new and I sell it for a profit.
Sarah's ready to sift through as many boots and bin bags as she needs to.
That's vintage gold, isn't it? It's really exciting.
In her search for tip treasure.
I love it.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
What are we going to do with that?
Oh no!
she can transform her finds into desirable,
Amazing.
beautiful, valuable,
Cha-ching.
and hopefully saleable items.
£80 profit.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's unbelievable.
Today, Sarah's at Merchants Way Recycling Centre in Walsall, about 10 miles outside Birmingham, and there's a whole lot of dumping going on. Although much of what we throw away each year could have a newfound purpose.
It's so busy here today, and I know that there are fabulous things coming in. All I've got to do is find them before they get dumped.
Sarah's search has been given the thumbs up by the local council, so don't think this is an invitation to start raiding skips in your local tip.
That's not rubble, what's that?
It's an old tripod, belongs to my dad a very long time ago.
It's amazing what you find amongst the rubble.
Sarah's not going to quit until she's got her hands on 3 items which, once repurposed, can be sold at a profit, meaning a potential pocket full of cash for their original owner.
They're being thrown out.
But some people are more happy to see their things gone for good.
My other half is on holiday and he doesn't know I'm getting rid of all this. He comes back tomorrow.
Luckily, Sarah's found Don, whose other half is more than happy to get rid of their old furniture.
Her indoors doesn't want it.
Really?
It's got threadbare and it's worn, isn't it? And the cat's been at it. It's all been scratched to death. And this is how it is. No one wants old furniture. You just have to chuck it out.
Well, I tell you who might want it. Me.
Oh, you can have it if you like.
Because it's got a certain something about it that is now quite popular with people because of its retro styling, because of those little wooden armrests.
You say to that to my wife.
Well, it doesn't fit into everybody's home, but this is the kind of thing that I'm up here looking for, hoping to give a new lease of life to.
Well, there's a great big bucket full of broken glass here when the window broke in the storm the other week. Do you want that as well?
She'll be fine with the chair, thanks, Don. Stick your glass in the rubble skip, because glass is made of sand, you know.
This looks so brown, it's so old-fashioned now. It's going to look amazing.
You hear that, Don? Amazing.
You can cover them if you really want to, but people don't tend to do that these days. New stuff is so cheap, relatively. They'll go and buy, they just go and buy another one.
Sarah has her first fabulous find. So what are her plans for this big brown beast?
It's brown, it's a bit dirty, and at first glance you probably think that this is in exactly the right place here. But actually, I think this has huge potential. This is teetering on the brink of being a very trendy style, and I think with a new cover, some exciting fabric on it, it's going to look $1 million.
And Don's old scratching post is destined for Anthony Devine and his Ministry of Upholstery, no less. Mancunian Anthony is a passionate upholsterer who loves to combine the experimental with traditional techniques. And he supplied furniture for the likes of Harvey Nicks and the QE2, no less.
I like to explore other things in what a traditional upholsterer would do, so I would use digital fabrics. I like to mix like kind of screen printing and printing your own fabrics. I like to explore opportunities.
Which is good news, because Sarah has your next big opportunity lined up. Your next big brown opportunity. Sarah's seeking out her second item, and she has a spring in her step.
I love you.
What's that?
I love you for you, Trish.
Here, I'll do the jokes, thanks. And to put an even bigger smile on Sarah's face is Bob and his boot full of metal. Thanks to Bob, Sarah has her second item to renovate.
Just before you throw everything away, tell me what you're doing here today and where this has all come from.
A rotting garage.
I love the look of the metal. I know it's rusty and it's old, but there's something about this sort of stuff. Is this some sort of old drill fitting or something?
Yeah, exactly. The drill goes in there. It's a drill press.
But it's not working anymore. No. Do you know something? That doesn't matter to me. I love the fact that it's got some writing on it and it's really chunky. This is really exciting for me.
It's at least 40 years old.
That's why I like it so much, because they don't make them like this anymore, do they? That's really cool. If I could take that away, I'd be so chuffed. If I make something out of a drill thing, would it be okay to come and show you what I've done?
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you so much for that. I absolutely love this.
So what does Bob think of Sarah's scavenging?
I have no idea what you could use it for. It's a difficult shape to work with. It's large, it's heavy. You could prop a door open with it, but that's all I could think of.
I'm so excited to have found this. I absolutely love it. This beautiful retro styling, the lettering, all the colour of the paint that's left on here. It's a really interesting piece and it'll look great as an interior design lighting feature.
Bye.
Thanks to Bob the Builder, Sarah has her second item to renovate. But she'll need help. Luckily, she has just the right man for the job. Say hello to the Rag and Bone Man, aka Paul Furbank. Launched during the London Design Festival in 2011, the Rag and Bone Man brand is best known for creating high-end interiors from salvaged heavy machinery.
Normally we're working with, say, aircraft components or vintage motorcycle components, things that are really well made. I think people don't often throw metal away because it's worth some money and you can take it to a scrapyard. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what somebody has taken down to the tip. Hopefully it's not a shopping trolley.
Paul will be happy to hear it's not a shopping trolley, but I can't imagine he'll be much happier once he sees the rusty drill press. So, with 2 items safely stowed away for Anthony and Paul, Sarah now has to find something she can sink her own teeth into.
So much going on, I don't know where to start. Look at them, they're queuing up round the block. Every time I look in the back, I have to see, is there something I like?
Well, Sarah might like the look of what Les has in his boot.
Just being nosy. I'm just wondering if those wood blocks would make chopping boards. What do you think? I think they would.
Better watch out for the guard dog, though.
Who's your friend? Hello.
That's Gracie.
What's the wood from?
This is wood I use for my wood burner, but I make things out of them, see.
Really, what do you make out of them?
Well, anything.
How many have you got? Come on, let's see.
It'll be about 8, I think.
Are you sure you've got more? You don't mind sparing them?
No, no.
I'm such a scavenger.
Yeah.
Are you a woodworker, or have you got the right tools?
I just make little things.
What have you made out of them?
Well, I make a lot of signs for the caravan club.
Okay. I feel really embarrassed taking them, but if I do manage to make something...
Look, I wouldn't give you them if I needed them.
Well, you're very sweet.
I think Gracie approves. Sarah reckons these timber cut-offs could make adorable little chopping boards. Do you think she can do it, Les?
I'm the clue. I don't know her skills. Clearly she's got some. She sees something in them to have them off me. It was that, the caravan or the fire. So she creates something, which it is created. Good luck to her.
There are 8 or so chunks of these fat little bits of flooring joist, and I think I've got a plan for them. You know when you cut up the lemon that goes in your gin and tonic and it tastes of garlic because you've used the wrong board? Well, these are going to be beautiful, bespoke lemon boards for your drinks cabinet.
Sarah's 3-piece treasure hunt is complete. Anthony will dream up something dazzling for Don's armchair. Paul will devise a new use for Bob's drill. And Sarah will be slicing up lemons in no time with Les's blocks.
It's been a really good day here today. The people of Walsall have been brilliant, and in between the bin bags and the garden waste, I found 3 really excellent things, and I know I can turn them into hard cash.
Sarah's first stop is cool, happening Manchester. It's alive with established and emerging designers and artists. Sarah's taking Don's brown lumpen chair to furniture maker Anthony Devine. Anthony creates bespoke, handmade, upholstered pieces that are a world away from what Sarah's bringing him.
Sarah's coming today. It's never just a simple footstool or just a simple dining chair. There's always kind of something big and ambitious.
Anthony!
Oh, hello.
Hiya.
Are you well? Do you want a hand?
I'd love a hand. Look, how cool's this?
Very nice. No, it is. It's actually really nice. Right. Talk me through it then.
It's not really being done any favours with the brown draylon, but I thought it was actually really... Oh, don't break it already.
Sorry.
Steady on, Anthony.
I thought that it could be absolutely bang on trend and looking really cool.
Yes.
And so I brought it to you.
Yes. Well, this is the kind of thing that's kind of fetching big money at the moment. It's nice.
I didn't know whether we should cover it in blocks of fabric rather than a pattern fabric, so you could really see the structure of the chair and the way it was designed. But I know you're dealing with this stuff all the time, so I'm all ears to hear what you've got to say.
We're using some great fabrics from Guatemala, of all places.
Really?
All hand woven, and I think it would look amazing on this chair.
Hand woven Guatemalan fabrics? That's exactly what I had in mind. Uncanny.
Oh, wow.
This is 1 metre by 50, and it takes over a month to produce.
Do you know something? That's going to be so out of my budget you wouldn't believe.
Well, I was thinking we can put this part here, then these, and then this. Possibly that way or the other way around.
This is a bit controversial, Kate. I'm slightly worried that if we put all this on here, and I was hoping to keep the wood exposed, we might end up where we don't actually see the shape of the chair.
The patterns certainly are eye-catching, but is there such a thing as too eye-catching? Why don't you move them all about the place, Anthony? Maybe that will change her mind.
I think that will work.
I'm not sure she's 100% convinced. It's a big money gamble with such pricey fabric.
What am I looking at to get this whole thing done, including the fabric?
We're going to be around, you know...
Spit it out.
Dare I say the £800 mark.
800 quid?
It's a big commitment for me to spend
I know.
800 quid on something I found
I
at a
know.
tip, but you've talked me around and I think that we're going to see something just amazing.
Are you staying to help me then?
Not a chance. Nice to see you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, every time.
Don't go slacking. I think we got there in the end, didn't we? I'm hoping that that combination of fabrics and that shape of that chair really come together. But whatever happens, I'm spending £800. It's got to look fantastic, and I hope to make a little bit of profit.
I dread the times that she turns up, but she always leaves me with more work. But I like this one. Lots of potential.
So, for a whopping £800 to produce, Sarah's going to have to sell it for a small fortune. Next up, Sarah is off to Margate in Kent, which is rapidly becoming a hotspot for all things upcycled and vintage. As a result, there is a thriving community of artisan craftspeople living and working here. And Sarah knows just the right one to transform her rusty drill press into something saleable. It's Paul.
Hello. Hiya, how are you?
Not too bad. Just what have you got here? This...
Oh, a little something. Should I hand it over to you? It's
Yeah, let
really
me
heavy.
take
It's
that off
really
you.
heavy. Let me have that bit. How are things?
Yeah, good.
Paul should be feeling good. He specialises in transforming old rusty machines, and you don't get rustier than that.
I can't believe somebody's actually thrown this away.
It looks so cool with the cha-ching kind of handle.
Yeah. I'm sure we can get that to move.
Really, because I had a few ideas. I mean, when the first time I saw it, I thought, you know, it's kind of ice cream, coffee machine. There's something about it that has that kind of American diner sort of feeling.
It'll probably take us a little while to kind of strip it down and actually get it all moving again. It'd be quite cool to turn it into some kind of like a wine bottle opener or something like that. I mean, this will obviously come up and down if I can get the mechanism free and get it moving. You could do something like that, but
It would be great to sell it into a commercial setting.
okay.
And it looks something like it would look good on a bar or something that along those lines.
What about a nutcracker or something like that? Something really simple.
Love it. That's a really cool idea.
So you kind of buy your pot of nuts from the bar or whatever, and matey says, oh, you know, welcome to the crusher, and you can kind of pick what flavour you want and crush away. We could, try something like that.
Even if it was 5, a little handful of them that you could cha-ching in there.
Sarah's got cha-ching on the brain today, and so she should. To produce a nutcracker out of the drill will cost upwards of £300, so she'll have to find a buyer with plenty cha-ching to make it worthwhile.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Okay. Got your work cut out. Look forward to some beer and some nuts very soon. Every so often you come across somebody who just blows you away with the ideas they come up with and the creativity, and Paul is just like that. I am so excited about what he's got planned for that drill bit, and I just can't wait to see that nut crusher. It's going to be amazing.
It certainly will be amazing. Sarah's not getting it for peanuts. With Paul's labour and materials estimated at £300, let's hope it's just the nuts getting squeezed and not the profit margin. From marvellous Margate to stunning Sussex and the barn where Sarah is about to start her own project. She rescued a pile of anonymous-looking wooden blocks and has a nifty new use in mind for them.
So these I want to make into chubby little lemon-shaped chopping boards. I'd like to cut them out into a really sweet little lemon shape, and these are going to be for when you have that gin and tonic at the end of the day, when you sit down and you take a sip and you can taste garlic on the lemon because you cut it on the wrong board. These are just to go in your bar. These are just for cutting up your lemons.
You're right, Sarah. I've never been keen on gin and garlic.
So I'm just going to sketch out a rough sort of lemon shape.
That looks lovely and lemony to me, Sarah.
I made one of these for my grandparents when I was about 10. They quite liked gin and tonic.
Your grandparents were fond of the gin. Should you be telling us this? Sarah now carefully cuts out her lemon using a jigsaw for accuracy.
So I'm going to sand off the whole outer layer of the wood so that it's all clean, and then I'm going to use some olive oil just to seal it, and that should be fine.
There are lots of safety considerations when thinking about allowing recycled wood to be used with food. If you're unsure, then pop a suitable liner between your board and the food. And if in doubt, leave it to a professional.
You have to hold it to really like this because it feels amazing. It's like suede or something. It's really smooth. And I think it looks kind of lemony, doesn't it? So I'm pleased with that. Just another 6 more to go.
Sarah's not charging for her own time or her olive oil, so there's been nothing spent, but a lot could be gained. Back in Manchester, Anthony's stripping back the retro brown chair and uncovering about 50 years worth of dirt. Ugh.
Thank you, Sarah.
I hope he washes his hands, because Anthony's handling the very pricey Guatemalan fabric. Many textiles from this region originate from ancient Mayan culture, so it was an obvious choice, eh, Anthony?
It would be easily to just be able to put like a kind of a nice wool or a nice felt on there, just kind of really blocky colour. Given this opportunity, we wanted to just have a little play around with something new.
Anthony's upholstering one arm of the chair as a guide to work out how to arrange the other fabrics. And if I remember right, Sarah wasn't totally convinced with his plan.
There was a lot to discuss on the day when Sarah came round. I know she was quite interested in keeping it quite defined.
More defined. That should be easy.
If that goes in there, what do we think of these colours? Like, does it affect your eyes too much?
Having this there takes it away from that, I think. Like you were saying, less is more sometimes.
Yeah, I think more is more on this one. What I'm thinking now, this is a centre, a thinner stripe of that down there. Option number 2.
Pretty soon, all of Anthony's upholstery students want to give their 2 cents worth.
It's just a bit busy. It goes better vertically.
Something like that. That's your focal point for me.
How many upholsterers does it take to choose a fabric?
Well said. Why don't you leave the hard stuff till later and get on rebuilding the insides? Anthony stitches and staples Hessian material on the rest of the chair.
We're going to stitch this in.
It gives him a strong base to work from and prevents the luxurious fabric catching on a spring unit. Anthony attaches much-needed padding to the hard wooden frame using an air-driven staple gun. And on top of that, a nice fluffy cloud.
So after the foam, we use this wadding, and basically what that does is help take the friction and help the fabric glide over your fabric better.
Once all the material is on, Anthony will apply a fire-retardant spray. This will bring it up to code with current fire standards.
This is just a little bit of dark wax, and I'm just going to apply it over the front of the arm just before we put the fabric on, so we don't run the risk of getting wax on the fabric, which would be a nightmare.
Upholstering a chair from scratch is a very skilled and time-consuming process. And Anthony's not even decided on the fabric yet, so it might be a long night. Back in Margate, Paul has been working on the new designer nutcracker. But after dismantling the old drill press, he's discovered a major problem.
To actually make the whole thing food safe, I kind of realised that where the carriage is sliding up and down, it needs to be oiled. There will always be kind of traces of steel and oil very close to food, and I think to actually make it food safe is maybe going to push the budget way over. So I'm now actually thinking that we redesign it and turn it into a lamp. I hope Sarah's all right with it, but that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment.
Sarah did love that nutcracker idea, but if you run the risk of getting oily nuts, probably best not to bother. So what's your plan for the lamp?
What we'll actually end up with, we're going to end up with this coming out and then coming back on itself, something like that. If we add the fire extinguisher, if that gets added here, but then the whole thing's back over there, if I'm making sense.
Wait a minute, fire extinguisher?
I've been cutting these for years, and that, as you can see, was a fire extinguisher, but when you've put a nice cut on it and that's polished, and it becomes a lampshade, it's actually quite hard to tell that it was a fire extinguisher in the past. So it's nice. It makes a great lampshade.
If you say so. Paul's biggest challenge with the new design is creating the angle on the post for the light to sit on. To do that, he's going to have to try and cut that solid iron bar.
Here goes.
Paul's using a circular saw. It gets very sparky, so if you're cutting your own drill press at home, remember, goggles. Having successfully made a V-cut in the bar, it's now time to see if it will bend.
Fingers crossed there's enough of that, so I should just be able to bend this back and... It's got a square cut, actually.
Go on, Paul, put some welly into it. Good job, sir. After Paul welds the joint together, he can get on with the drilling, screwing, chiseling, and whatever that is. And after all that, what do you reckon, Paul? Is it going to work?
It is coming together. It's all so well made. I mean, as a lamp, you'd pretty much be able to throw that on the floor. It shouldn't break. Compared to modern day lamps, that's quite cool. You'll easily get 100 years out of it, give or take a light bulb or two.
With the design set, all Paul needs to do is get the light fitting sorted, polished up, and pray that Sarah didn't have her heart set on that nutcracker. Back at the barn, Sarah's sanding her last lemon-shaped chopping block. Sarah took 7 sorry lumps of pine and created 7 sweet citrus-shaped lovely lemon chopping balls, with a silky smooth finish sealed with luscious olive oil.
I have really enjoyed making these, and they're a simple project. They're approachable if you want to have a go at home. You've got a piece of wood that you can sand on all sides and just a saw to cut out a shape. It's a really fun thing to do. And you get the added bonus that now I have to go and test drive it to make sure it works. So I'm off to find something that needs a lemon putting in it.
Sarah's success is measured in sales, and she always seeks out the best opportunities to maximise profits. Hosting regularly her own furniture and clothing sales from home,
Just sold the sofa.
advertising and selling online,
Get that online.
or meeting commercial buyers in person to sell direct.
Seeing this is really refreshing, and it's good, and people are going to want more of it. It's going to grow, this thing, I think, that you're doing.
With opportunities galore in the things we throw out, Sarah's always looking to make money for nothing. Back at the dump,
Really interesting. You sure?
Bob's wooden blocks almost went up in smoke.
It was that caravan or the fire. So she creates something, which it is created. Good luck to her.
Sarah transformed them into a set of sensational citrus fruit-shaped chopping balls. In the hope of making a juicy profit, Sarah visited her local watering holes to sell her lemon slicing balls.
Do you fancy one?
Yeah, definitely.
All you've got to do, have a good look at them because they feel really nice, have it? And just make me an offer. Anything over £5 and I'm probably going to say yes.
So 15?
Amazing.
Happy?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Definitely.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Nice one.
She is now back in Walsall to see Les to hand over the cash and to show him what became of his wood blocks.
Hello. Hi, Les. Hi, it's Sarah from the tip.
Nice to see you again.
How are you?
I'm fine, yes.
Wow, you've got a lot going on here.
An awful lot going on here, yes, and more to do, as you can see.
I remember when you came to the tip, I took 2 different types of wood away from you.
Yes.
One was some little blocks I think you were going to use that were leftover flooring bits.
Yes.
And I had a look at those and I didn't think I could do anything with those.
Not really,
But
no,
those
I
big chunks, I think, did you say you were going to use them for blocking up the caravan?
We do, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they were really cool. So shall I show you what I did with them?
Go on, fire
Did you
away.
have any ideas when I took them away?
None at all.
Okay, well, I made them into little chopping boards you can use for cutting up your lemon on. What do you reckon?
I think they're fantastic.
I managed to get, I think, 6 out of the chunks of wood that you
Yeah, yeah.
you dropped off. So I made them into 6 little boards.
Very substantial wood, you see, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was nice. So they're
Ideal
really,
for the job.
really chunky.
Yeah, lovely. It's great.
And then I thought, having made them, I thought I've got to take them somewhere to try and sell them. So I've been round all the local pubs.
Yeah.
Now have one of your chopping boards on their bar to cut their lemons up on. I just said to the guys there, anything over £5 I'm going to be really happy with. And so different people in the pubs bid me, and actually all together we managed to sell your boards for £60. So I bought that back for you.
Oh dear, no.
No, no. it
No,
is.
no.
No, do you know something?
Don't.
No, let me explain.
You can explain as much as you like. I'm sure you know a charity you could give that to.
Well, do you know something? This is money for nothing because it was made out of nothing and we brought it back for you. We'd love you to take it if you'd like to give it to a charity. That's absolutely
I certainly
lovely.
will
But
be able to do that, and I will do that.
if you'd like to give it to charity, that's great.
Thank you so much.
If you'd like to spend it and
I'm
think about...
touched. Truly touched.
Oh, it's so sweet. Les, it was really lovely to see you again and
Yeah,
nice to
thank
see
you,
all
meeting you.
all the bits that you're getting on with here.
Yes, sure. Yes,
Take care, and
thank
I hope
so
to see you
much.
in Sussex in a pub very soon.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
All that was involved in the making of the lemon chopping balls was some elbow grease. Sarah managed to sell them for £60, making it all profit.
I think they're absolutely fantastic what she's done with them. I mean, I've always wondered what on earth she could make out of them, because to me they're scrap. but what she's done is absolutely fantastic. I think possibly there could be a chance that I shall be having a go myself.
Back in Manchester, Anthony's waiting on Sarah to pick up the renovated brown chair. They didn't see eye to eye on the fabric, so Anthony's dying to find out what Sarah thinks of the finished product.
In the past, she's always had a really good reaction to my work, so I would very much think it'd be exactly the same. So yeah, quite looking forward to it.
I left Anthony with the brown chair challenge. Really knackered, not attractive, and definitely looking past its best. I'm hoping that with his 2,000-year-old styled fabric and all of his creativity, he's managed to make it look fantastic.
Before, this unremarkable brown chair was dreary, dull and down in the dumps. Now it's been radically transformed. Anthony has pulled out all the stops to give this chair a striking personality and a quality finish. Contrasting geometric designs on lush hand-woven fabrics ensures this chair doesn't just stand out from the crowd, it demands to sit centre stage. But what will Sarah think?
Hello, you all right? I'm really well. How are you doing? What are we doing? High-fiving? Are we... You're so intense.
Ta-da!
Never. Where's my brown chair gone? What have you done with it?
This is the new look brown chair. Blue is the new brown.
It's amazing that just the look of it.
It almost killed me.
Are you telling me that there were problems along the way?
Not so much problems, but challenges. We had a few kind of design changes along the way, but we thought that would kind of give it more of a modern look to it.
And so talk me through this, because that's quite a bold stripe down the back, isn't it?
Where the fabric originates from, it's all about kind of colour and intense colour. It's going to be the right customer will literally just fall in love with it, and it'll be just, there's no hard sell involved in this. It's just walk up, I love it, I'll have it.
And to feel it, it's like patting a really nice dog, isn't it? It's really, that's a good thing. It looks great. Is it comfortable?
To be honest, I've not sat in it yet.
Should we have a go?
Well, it seems Anthony's turned Sarah round with his Mayan masterpiece. It's bolder than she expected, but it's not the end of the world.
It's really comfortable. Really cool. Go on, have a pew.
Put your feet up, Anthony. You deserve it.
After a late night in the workshop, it's nice to be able to sit in something comfy.
All right, don't get too comfy. Let's get down to business and that £800 budget.
It did take a long time, but we're still on budget.
Really?
Just.
I think it looks absolutely lovely. Really cool.
For £800, I would hope it looks cool. But Sarah now has to find a buyer who agrees. Back at the dump, Don's dilapidated armchair was destined to be ditched, as Mrs. Don deemed it a disaster area.
Her indoors doesn't want it.
Really?
And the cat's been at it, it's all been scratched to death.
But Sarah saw it could be something special if left in the skilled hands of Anthony Devine. Sarah sold the chair to Smithers of Stamford, who specialise in vintage and retro pieces.
It's original, and you can see that it's handmade, can't you?
Love all the colours in it, all the different colours. I don't think it'll be on the website for long.
No.
And she's back in Walsall to show Don what became of his armchair and hopefully hand over some cash.
Hello there.
Hi, Don. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, really well, really well. I've got a few things to talk about with your old chair.
Oh, right.
Now, remember, when you were throwing it out, I think you said your wife didn't like it anymore. Is that right?
That's about it, yes.
I've got some pictures of it, how it ended up, and I just
Right.
wondered if you think that she'd give it house room the way it ended up here. What do you think?
Oh, my goodness me. Right.
Does it look like your chair?
Yes, I can recognise it, but yes, you've done a brilliant job. If that came back here, you'd want all the room decorating to match it.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that.
It went off to an amazing upholstery studio
in
Manchester.
Right.
And the guy there stripped back every single part of it. It was just a frame, and it was a really lovely wooden frame. And it's got some beautiful hand-woven fabric
I was
on it.
looking at that, yeah.
To do something like that is not cheap, so I can understand why people throw things away. It cost £800
Did it really?
to restore it to its former glory, or to give it a new lease
Is the
of
bill
life.
coming here?
Not that bill, actually.
Oh no, that's all right then.
And yeah, well, actually, it cost £800, but I have managed to sell it.
Oh, brilliant.
And at a profit. And
Yeah.
part of the reason I'm here today is to give you £120, because
Oh, gosh,
that's
yeah.
how much we raised from the profits from it. So that's
gosh,
all
yeah.
for you.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks very much.
Lovely.
I wasn't expecting anything.
Anthony charged £800 for his labour and that handmade Guatemalan fabric. Sarah sold the chair for £920, making a tidy profit of £120 for Dom.
So is there anything on your list that you need to spend £120 on?
Well, yes. There's the. I've just had to buy a new tyre for the Land Rover, and they're quite expensive now because they're special.
Yeah.
So that it'll go very nicely towards that. And thank you very much for that. Yeah.
Lovely to see you again.
Okay.
And,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Enjoy your Land Rover proceeds.
Yes. All right.
Take care.
I'll do that. Right. Well, thanks very much indeed.
So while Don counts his cash, Paul is making the finishing touches to the drill press turned lamp. The only thing is, it's nothing like what Sarah asked him to make.
It is an absolutely cracking day here in Margate today, and I can't wait to see what Paul has done with our drill press. It was quite a tall order. I'm hoping he's made the nutcracker to end all nutcrackers.
When she dropped it off, the old drill press was in a sorry state. But Sarah and Paul were convinced they could turn it into a designer nutcracker. However, Paul has totally transformed the rusty drill press into a shiny and stylish contemporary lamp. By modifying the stand, adding a Ferrari gear shifter to the handle and a repurposed fire extinguisher for the shade, Paul has created an incredibly bold designer piece. The question is, will the unexpected lamp do Sarah's nut, or will it light up her life?
Hiya. How are you? Is that it?
Yeah, it's hidden. How you doing?
I'm really well. How are things?
Good.
How was it?
OK, Paul, it's time to come clean about the lamp. Good luck, mate.
Is that it?
That's it, yeah. It's not quite what you think it was going to be, but it is what it is.
So what happened? Was it difficult to make? What was the? Well, shall I just see? What is it? Let's see.
Let's just go for it.
Oh my word!
So it isn't quite, as you can see, it's a lamp, but
I absolutely love it.
Oh, thank goodness.
it wasn't quite what I was thinking. I was quite excited about making a nutcracker because I've never made anything quite like that before.
Forget the nutcracker. I mean,
Okay.
that is sweet. It is amazing. Does it move?
It does move. So there's a little lever on the side that kind
Yeah.
of fixes it in position, and then you've got some height adjustability on that.
I think it looks amazing, and I can't wait to see it turned on and stuck on a desk. And can we try it?
We can turn it on.
Oh, it's a beautiful filament bulb as well, isn't it? I think you have just transformed it. That was a rusty, seized, industrial but pretty hideous piece of kit when it arrived here, and what you've transformed it into is a designer piece of fantasticness. And I'm going to have to think really carefully about where I go and sell it and make sure I hit the right mark with it, because I think it's one
somebody with a large desk, I think.
big desk and hopefully a big wallet.
Yeah. Cool.
Back at the dump, Bob was hard-pressed to think of a use for his old drill press.
I've no idea what you could use it for. It's a difficult shape to work with. You can prop a door open with it, but that's all I could think of.
But it lit up the imagination of the rag and bone man, and now its future looks bright. Sarah gave Martin of the old cinema first look at the lamp.
He's matched the cord, he's brought out the red, he's got some dull and he's got some shiny, and that's good. It's just a nice mix of textures. I like it.
Martin bought it to add to his collection in his London shop. The rag and bone man charged £350 for the table lamp. It was sold for £450, making a profit, obviously, of £100 for Bob.
So the good news is I've sold that fantastic light that the rag and bone man made out of that old drill stand, and I've made £100 profit. But Bob doesn't want the money, so I'm going to give it to children in need.
Sarah saved 3 items from their demise at the dump. The timber cut-offs are now pride of place in pubs across Sussex. The old brown bedraggled chair is now a stylish and striking armchair. And the rusty drill press has been thrust into the limelight as a top-notch table lamp.
So we've given a whole new lease of life to some blocks of wood, a drill stand and an old chair, and turned a profit too. Maybe next time I'll see you at your tip and make some money for you.
How do you make money for nothing? The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
But just before you throw it away, would it be possible to have a quick look at it?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I am a passionate buyer, user and renovator of second-hand stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I turn old into new and I sell it for a profit.
Sarah's ready to sift through as many boots and bin bags as she needs to.
That's vintage gold, isn't it? It's really exciting.
In her search for tip treasure.
I love it.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers.
What are we going to do with that?
Oh no!
She can transform her finds into desirable.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Valuable.
Cha-ching.
And hopefully saleable items.
That's £80 profit.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's unbelievable.
Today we're at the Whitley Recycling Centre near Guildford, where 800 tonnes of waste is dumped by Surrey locals every month.
It's so exciting. People are flooding in here all day long, and I'm going to turn their old into gold, their trash into cash, and make some money for nothing.
Remember that Sarah has special permission to rummage about today, so don't go pestering people at your local recycle centre or you'll be the one getting thrown out.
What are you clearing out? What's going on today?
Sarah's combing through cars looking for 3 unwanted items to turn into cash for whoever's dumping them.
I'm loving the look.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
It's my smart look.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Sarah. At the far side of the centre, Philip may be about to dump just what Sarah's been looking for.
That's vintage gold, isn't it? Any chance I could have a word with you about your sewing machine?
Of course.
Are you throwing everything?
Everything must go.
Wow, so how long have you had this?
I don't know. I think it's been probably around for about 40, 50 years.
Right, yeah, it
That I
looks
recall.
about that age, doesn't it? Right. That's right. Heavy's great. It hasn't got the sewing machine in it as well.
Probably.
It has. It has.
Do you actually want it?
I really want it, yes.
There's such a lot of things to dispose of today.
The sewing machine is more than enough for now, Philip. But what do you think Sarah will do with it?
Hopefully, if she's a good girl, she'll learn to sew on it.
Careful, Phil, that attitude's about as out of date as the sewing machine.
It is absolutely beyond use, but it's these legs and this lovely flywheel and all the bits down here that I think are where the money is. But everybody has made tables out of these things, so I've got to find something to make out of it that is really original and inspired. And at the moment, I'm lacking the inspiration. I'm hoping, with a little thought, this could be something fantastic and actually quite valuable.
So that's the first item all sewn up. Sarah may not be sure how to transform it into a moneymaker, but she knows a man who could. Rupert Blanchard is one of the country's leading reclamation and bespoke furniture makers. He's used to turning Sarah's foraged furniture into something saleable.
I'm really looking forward to Sarah coming and see what she's managed to discover. I hope it's something that I'm familiar with and I can identify its history, but I want to add something to it, so I want to completely destroy it and turn it into something brand new, but retain somewhat of its past story, its past history, its past relationship with someone, and really build a new relationship with it now, make something brand new, and start making new stories.
Rupert does love working with unloved items, but Sarah could be stitching him up with this one. So, Sarah's saved her first item from the skip, but she has 2 more to find. And another piece of classic manufacturing has just pulled up.
I absolutely love it. How long have you had it?
I've had it about 5 years.
Well, it's lovely to see it being used.
The car's not up for grabs, Sarah. Get a move on and find your next item. Ah, wait, Emma might have just the thing. Go on, have a sneaky peek while she's away.
Wow, I wonder if I'm going to be able to have that. Look at that. I think it's made of metal, and that makes it really easy to use, so I'll just see if I can get hold of that. Hold on. Hi there. I'm looking for things that I might be able to recycle or make into something else.
Okay.
And I was wondering if it might be, you might share this or let me have it.
You can have it. No, you're welcome to
Really?
take it.
Oh, it's quite heavy, isn't it?
It's not that bad.
I know, actually, in the scale of baths. No, I thought
it was going to be heavier.
Well spotted, Sarah. Spending most days at the dump, you're due a bath.
That's brilliant. I love the shape of it.
Exciting.
Well, thank you ever so much for letting us take it away.
No worries,
That's
have
great.
fun.
Thank you.
Sarah clearly sees potential with Emma's bath, but what on earth could she make from it?
I'm thinking she's going to make some kind of weird 60s seats or something.
I love this bath. It's made of tin. I'm going to be able to cut it up and make something fabulous out of it. And I reckon if I made 2 armchairs, I could make 500 quid out of this.
Emma's guess wasn't too far off. So, with Sarah's second item in line for a radical redesign, she'll have to call in the services of a designer who loves heavy metal. Beck Simon is one of the country's best artist blacksmiths, creating high-end interior furniture and bespoke metalwork commissions. Beck's is normally specially commissioned for unique pieces of artwork and has no idea what's coming her way.
Working with found objects is quite different from what we normally do because we work with our clients and we produce designs and we work with them. So this is kind of like really freeing up the mind and seeing, you know, what object we've got and how we can make it work into something really cool, modern and yeah, desirable. So it's going to be fun.
It would seem bath chairs are the obvious choice. So how will Bex make them stand out? Sarah's successfully found 2 items for designers Rupert and Bex. Now she needs to find a third she can apply her own skills to. And with the day getting on, she may not get to be so choosy.
Oh, hang on a minute. There's that.
A plastic plant pot. I think we'll keep on looking. But as luck would have it, Elizabeth may have just saved the day with her box of old taps.
My husband, when he did the central heating years and years ago,
Yeah.
couldn't bear to ever throw anything away.
Oh, I'm like him. I can understand. I can understand
And
that.
so I'm gradually getting rid of them because they're no use to me. But if they're, I was going to put them in the recycling.
Well, do you know something? I'm looking for things that I might be able to add to projects or make something out of.
Right.
And yeah, these are just what I'm after. Something really chunky and old, and they've got that classic look.
That would be really nice. Yes, I'm just only too pleased for them to be reused.
Thank you so much.
When we moved into our house many years ago, and my husband had old pipes, couldn't throw them away, of course, and redid it, and they've just been in the garage ever since.
Look at that absolute box of joy. These are just fantastic. They're not perfect. They're in a bit of a state, but I have to be able to make something brilliant out of these, don't you think?
Okay, bye-bye.
It was great meeting that lady, and it was really sweet that she let me have those taps and things, and I just hope I can do them justice and make something lovely out of them.
Sarah's 3-item search is complete. Philip's sewing machine will be going to Rupert, Bex will work on Emma's old bath, and Sarah will be hoping to create a cash flow from Elizabeth's taps.
It's been a fantastic day here today, and I've met some great people. But I've also been making some really big promises about what I'm going to do with their rubbish. And I think I might have my work cut out.
Sarah's first stop is the seaside resort of Margate. For over 200 years, the town has been a popular holiday destination for Londoners. But with the recent opening of the Turner Contemporary, a cultural renaissance has been happening here. And designer Rupert Blanchard is at the heart of it. He's looking forward to another special delivery from Sarah.
I did hear from Sarah that she's going to bring me something that she thinks is going to really challenge me this time. I'm not so sure. She's not seen some of the rubbish I've actually worked with, so I'm happy for her to bring it on.
Rupert, I have got something I need a hand to bring in.
Okay.
It's heavy.
Is it an elephant?
No, it's definitely not. Well, it might be the elephant in the room, but come and have a look at it.
Okay.
Oops.
Watch your toes.
That's fab.
There you go.
Let me pop that up there. I think it still opens up.
Still working.
Just about. Is it beyond repair? Is it beyond use?
Nothing's beyond use, nothing's beyond repair, is it? It's all, we can do something with it.
I was wondering if maybe we could use it as some kind of flip-up thing where somebody's got a screen, either their laptop in there or it's the TV screen or something like that.
So it's a possible home office-y thing.
Perfect.
I think you're saving it just about the right point before it does crumble. The sewing machine itself and the mechanism still works, so maybe you'll turn a handle and your screen comes up. Maybe you do something and it actually appears. There's definitely a lot to play with.
What do you think?
That is a challenge. I think this one might take a couple more cups of tea.
Or perhaps something stronger.
Well, you can't hurry creativity, can you? But I've got every faith in Rupert's designs, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he comes up with.
I really want to do something new with this. Something quite exciting, and maybe I need to think about its original use and how to push it further into the modern world.
So, because Rupert has absolutely no idea what he's going to do, we can't estimate a cost for this job. Let's check up on him later, when he's had a chance to think. So, while we leave Rupert to put the kettle on, we travel further inland to the Surrey countryside. We're waiting for Sarah as scrap scavengers Bex and husband Dave. Sarah thinks a bath is just what these two need.
It's a bath.
Don't take it personally.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's tin, it's not one of the cast iron ones, so
Yeah.
it's not too heavy, but it's metal,
Yeah.
so I thought of you.
And obviously how dirty we are. We need a bath.
Tin baths are a cheaper alternative to heavy cast iron. It should make no difference to the sale price once they've turned it into... What's it being turned into?
So I was sort of wondering whether this could be a pair of armchairs. I was just wondering if we could cut in each end off to make a kind of like cool armchair.
That would probably work quite well.
What I haven't done is actually sat in it. Do you think maybe we should put it on the ground and sort of see how big, you know,
Oh,
is it
yeah.
possible to get two out of it, do you think? Pop it down.
Okay, you sit that side, I'll sit this side.
Two birds in a bath. You've got the taps end, I win.
I always end up with the taps.
OK, so my end's comfortable. How's yours?
I'm sort of quite propped up, but that's okay.
The only thing I was wondering about, just having a couple of holes in it so we could put a cushion pad on it, so maybe just in the base, a cushion pad so you don't slide out of it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
If I get out, will you shoot you across this place?
Yeah, I think, yeah, we can go for that. Definitely give it a go.
Give anything a go,
It's a clever idea to turn the bath into two separate saleable seats to double the potential profit.
Oh, it's quite cool up this end.
As long as we don't break the bank making it.
I suppose we're looking at £30 to £40 to get a cushion made if I was to make up a very simple square to go in it.
If we've got, say, 400 to 500 to do what we need to do, I reckon we could have a good go at it with that.
Fab. Well, that sounds like a great plan. Shall I leave it with you?
Okay.
Don't sound too enthusiastic, Bex. Two bathtub armchairs. That should be easy, right?
There's quite a few unknowns as usual, aren't there?
Yeah.
How much enamel's going to stay on it, how much the shape's just going to fall apart.
But we will remain positive.
That's more like it. The armchairs should cost between £400 to £500 to make, plus a little extra for the cushions. Selling them for any more than that means Sarah's in profit. So, with Bex about to crack on with the bath, and Rupert, well, hopefully he has some idea now of what he's going to make. It's back to the barn and time for Sarah to make some money from a pile of plumbing.
So I picked up this whole box of taps at a tip and thought, brilliant! That would be so easy to use. There's so many of them. They're really old-fashioned and charming looking. But now I've got more back home, I just don't know what to do with them.
Why don't you get them all out and maybe something will come to you?
That one's quite cool, but...
So,
Any ideas?
what's with you and Rupert today? Get those creative juices flowing.
I thought maybe I could use them to make some really smart lighting, you know, have some blue bulbs coming out of them, but really it's very complicated what's inside them. But then I'm wondering, maybe with these sort of angular bits, if I can make a towel rail, something useful for the bathroom. I think I should put them back somewhere where there is water involved, otherwise they'll just look inappropriate. And hope that there's some way of fixing them together, perhaps onto a backboard that would make a really cool place to hang a towel.
Towel rail, that'll do.
They're quite good. There's one there. Okay, so I've got two of those.
Except I didn't see a rail in that box.
And I have got this piece of copper pipe left over. It's not brilliant, but I'm thinking maybe... Yeah, it does fit.
This one's starting to come together.
If it could sort of come out of the wall on those bits.
And because it's all made from plumbing, it'll be a heated towel rail. Am I right?
Yeah, it's never going to be one of those heated... I mean, it could be if I got it plumbed in, but I think it should be decorative only because I've got no budget to spend on this and I just want it to look pretty cool and a pretty quick fix.
Cheapskate. So, while Sarah puts together her pipes, back in Margate, Rupert's had a bit of time to think about what he'll do with the old sewing machine. And we're no further forward.
This one is my biggest challenge to date. There's a lot of very easy things you could do with it, but I want to come up with something new. This is approximately 100 years old now. It's broken, the wood's delaminated, metal has rusted, corroded and snapped. Depending on what you want to do with this, you could spend hundreds, you could spend nothing. My preference is always spending nothing.
With no idea how this is going to turn out, Rupert plunges right in.
I'm going to start by taking it apart, lay out very neatly what I've got to work with, and hopefully that will help me in the design process.
First, Rupert carefully removes the original sewing machine, pulls out the drawers.
These are quite genius things, how they're put together. There's so many different components.
And finally, Rupert unscrews the wooden top from the cast iron base. Rupert subscribes to the art of knolling, which essentially means taking things to pieces, laying them out neatly, and then having a think.
So I've taken Sarah's discovery apart now into many, many components. There's a lot of beautiful little elements and lovely little design details going on. But what I do with them, I still don't know. A few more cups of tea.
More tea? I'll just go and get an ice cream while you think, shall I? The Singer Company, who manufactured the first practical sewing machine for general use, was established back in 1851. By 1900, Singer was producing 40 different sewing machine models, and by... Oh, I've had enough of this. I can't stand it. Rupert, tell me you've got something for us. Hooray! Something new! And it's a big bit of wood. Rupert, what's the plan?
I've gone through so many options trying to come up with the right one. So I think I'm trying to do some kind of table, but with something a bit extra, an extra little twist, an extra little kick to it. I'm not going to say quite what it is because I want to surprise Sarah. People are either going to love or hate this one.
Ooh, a surprise. I like a surprise. Some kind of a table with something else. Excellent. For the tabletop, Rupert's using some reclaimed wood he had lying about. And while we were away, he's also applied a spray varnish finish to the metal base to stop rusting. Rupert really wanted to make this piece unique and even reached out to social media for inspiration.
I put it on Twitter after a while of coming up with lots of different things to think what other people thought. And one of the things that was real, I did think of this before. I wanted to do like a rotisserie chicken, turn it into a barbecue, but you have a chicken on it and push the pedal to slowly turn.
If that's the kind of ideas you're considering, I can't wait to see what your secret surprise is. Back in Sussex, Sarah's one step closer to making a towel rail from the box of old taps. But she still has to source a wooden back panel that will eventually fix the rail to the wall. But luckily, Sarah's a hoarder of all things, well, of all things. And after a quick trip to the shed, she usually finds something she can work with.
I'm trying to find a backboard that I can mount the whole towel rail on. And I had this bed, in fact a pair of beds that I have had for about 5 years, and they are completely broken, they've fallen apart. But I've always loved the wood and thought one day I might use it in a project. So that will work really well. It's really heavy, it must be mahogany or something. And it's old, I think it's French. It's a really good green colour. And that, I think, with all that copper and gold, pretty much untouched, would be perfect.
So, with the back panels scavenged from herself, it's time for Sarah to plug in those power tools. She's using an electric jigsaw to cut the old bed frame the correct length for the towel rail. Next, it's time for the power drill. She's using a flat wood drill bit, which is perfect for bigger holes.
Hopefully that's all right.
Quite an achievement for just over an hour's worth of work. But will anyone buy it? Sarah spent just £12 on extra metal fittings to attach the rail to the backboard, so she's got to make more than £12 from it, surely. Meanwhile, back at the forge, Bex and Dave are about to start the process of turning the bath from something you lie in to something you'll want to sit on.
Are we just cutting it in half?
Sarah was hoping to get 2 saleable seats out of it, one from each end. But do the team think it's a possibility?
We've never done anything with a bath before.
Apart from washed ourselves after work. And then it's pretty grubby.
It can't be worse than that. Or maybe it can. Beck starts by drawing up plans for the frame. But what can they do to make it not so bathy?
There's got to be something about the design that moves it on from being half a bath in a frame to a considered chair.
What about if we made a big frame and turned it into a swing? A bucket swing. No.
Maybe keep on thinking. Dave gets to work cutting the first seat from the plug hole end. Dave's very careful not to chip away at the enamel, which could spoil the finish. Once it's removed, he'll have a better idea of what needs to be done next. But first off, how are you going to plug off the plug hole?
Why don't we get a plug?
Genius.
Put a plug in there.
Yeah, a bit quirky.
Yeah. And get some taps.
That'd be uncomfortable. That would be like how I have a bath. Somebody else gets the comfy end. Too much information.
You said it. But you know the old saying, the couple that bathes together stays together.
Okay.
In the interest of keeping costs low, Bex and Dave are using scrap iron they had lying about, which they are bending into curves to form the base the bath will rest upon.
With this, again, because we're working to a budget, you know, we can't really order in, you know, the steel that we need, so we're just looking to see what we can use. So it's really testing your design ability. You know, you're not sort of sat down, drawing it out, you know, having a big sort of conversation with a client. You're literally, right, here it is, let's get on with it.
I can see this starting to come together. Sawing the bath in half has left a sharp edge on the seat, but Bex is hoping to keep it as is.
We'll test it out at the end with bare legs.
Your legs?
Yeah, have to shave them first.
Still too much information. Bex is welding extra support beams to the base, as the curved steel will be too soft to support some people's bottoms, while Dave is giving the bath a paint job. But it's taken a lot to get to this stage with time running out. So, instead of 2 bath seats, it looks like Sarah will just be getting 1.
We were going to build the front and the back one, but again, it's taken us longer, as per usual. So we'll probably have to give her a call and let her know what's going on.
To be honest, as long as it doesn't cost a fortune to construct, I'm sure Sarah will be happy. Back at the barn, Sarah has downed power tools and is nearing the end of her own restoration project. She's attached the rail and bits of old taps to the wooden back panel, and now is nailing more bits of broken bed to the sides for a classy finish. When Sarah found the old taps, they were headed for the skip. But now, it's a modern, funky towel rail. Sarah used matching black steam valve handles that make the piece more industrial than domestic. The extra materials Sarah used were compression joints, which form an L shape attaching the rail to the backboard. And the backboard? Well, it was an old bed, but I think it does the job nicely. All in all, a quick and effective turnaround, Sarah.
Just for a change, I have to say, that was refreshingly fun to make. It's really quite simple if you're using any of these compression joints that you can get at plumbers merchants, because they literally tighten up together and give you a really secure join. Probably not waterproof if you don't really know what you're doing, but certainly good enough for making this kind of thing. So probably all in all, it was only about an hour and a half to make, and I only spent £12 on materials. So hopefully, enough here to make some profit.
I'm sure you'll find some plumbing lover to buy it for more than £12. So go on, get it sold. Back at the dump, Sarah loved the look of Elizabeth's old box and asked if she could tinker with her taps.
That would be really nice, yes. I'm just only too pleased for them to be reused.
Sarah was smitten,
Look at that absolute box of joy. These are just fantastic.
and Elizabeth was happy to say goodbye to the old relics.
We moved into our house many, many years ago, and they've just been in the garage ever since. But brilliant if they're going to be reused.
Sarah's sold the towel rail to a trendy London shop, and now she's back in Guildford to show Elizabeth what she's done to her husband's taps, and to hand over any profit.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, Elizabeth, it's Sarah from The Tip. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
I just thought I'd update you about what happened with your taps.
Yes, right.
Were you wondering what we might do with them?
Well, I couldn't think of anything, actually. They're just old taps to me.
Yeah, well, we had, it was actually something that I worked on. So I had a good look at them, and I was thinking about all sorts of things, maybe turning them into lighting or something like that.
Oh.
But in the end, I thought that it's probably better to keep them in the kind of water environment. So I turned them into a towel rail.
Oh, my goodness.
What do you think?
That's amazing, isn't it? Yes.
I know these were your late husband's.
Yes.
I hope he would approve. They've actually...
He would. He would.
So after the stuff has been made, we try and sell it, and they were actually sold for £75.
Goodness me.
What do you think about that? Do you think...
I can't believe it.
And from that £75, I've got £63 to give to you. So let me...
Right, thank you very much. I'll send that to his charity.
Did he support a particular charity?
Well, we had two, because he had dementia. He used to go to a day centre, so half of the money went there, and the rest went to a place called the Rainbow Centre, where my little grandson attends for disabled children.
Sarah's rustic take on a towel rail cost just £12. The item didn't hang around too long and was picked up for £75, giving Elizabeth a chance to spread some love with the £63 profit.
Thank you very, very much.
Absolute pleasure.
So, while Elizabeth heads off to spend the spoils from the towel rail, we're back in Margate, where Sarah's about to pop in on Rupert and finally find out what his super secret surprise is. When we left him, there were talks of rotisserie chicken barbecues and all sorts. Now Rupert's putting on the finishing touches. So hurry up, Sarah, and get in there. The wait is killing me.
I love it here at Rupert's place because I think, like me, he might be a bit of a hoarder. I can't wait, though, to see what he's done with our sewing machine table, because when I last left him, he was scratching his head and he hadn't got a single idea about what he's going to do with it. So, who knows?
Before, the old crumbling sewing machine was no use to anyone. Now it's a very cool, functional work table with a desk fan that is operated by the original foot pedal. Rupert, you're bonkers. Rupert used a very simple finish to the metal to maintain some of its history. A clear wax on the tabletop brings out the natural grain of the scavenged wood. But the secret surprise of the day is that fan. Rupert has rigged the original Victorian engineering to turn the blades with a push of your foot. It's a one of a kind.
Hiya.
Welcome back.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, really. Hey, is that my sewing machine surprise?
So do you want to see it?
Yeah, go on then. Come on.
A sewing machine surprise because it doesn't actually have a sewing machine anymore.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I thought maybe a rotisserie chicken, maybe a giant pencil sharpener, lots of things that I spent a lot of this week failing at, and then I decided, on a hot day in the workshop, what better than a fan?
I absolutely love it. Let's see it in action.
Yeah, so there's a little hidden hole under here.
Okay.
And so now for the pedal, I'll get it going.
It's genius.
Well, it's, I just really wanted to use the action somehow. The sewing machine itself had completely seized up. There are some bits missing internally, like someone had already taken parts off of it. So I started looking at it and realised it's all about the base. The base is a real classic.
Yep, Rupert's bringing booty back with his big, beautiful base. Go on, Sarah, give it a whirl. I don't know who's going to buy it, but it sure looks like a lot of fun. And all for only £200. Sarah might be laughing all the way to the bank. Back at the dump, Sarah was poring over Philip's ancient sewing machine.
I think it's been probably around for about 40, 50 years.
Sarah wanted to do something extraordinary with it.
The challenge will be to make something that's really amazing and quite different.
Even if Philip didn't.
Hopefully, if she's a good girl, she'll learn to sew on it.
And after I don't know how many cups of tea, Rupert lived up to the challenge and he certainly made something different. Sarah invited one of London's top retro furniture dealers in to see if it would be something that would sell in his shop, the old cinema.
It's good, it's interesting, it's really fun, isn't it? I love this. Does it work? Yes, it does.
He was blown away by its originality, but questioned who would buy such a thing.
It can't go into someone's home. I couldn't sell it. But I love it.
He took it anyway. Sarah's returned to Guildford to tell Philip that his sewing machine became a foot-powered fan and to hand over the profit.
Hello again.
We must stop meeting like this.
Well, it's much nicer here than the tip, isn't it?
It is, it is.
Now, I remember when I met you at the tip, you were clearing out lots and lots of stuff. You had a van full of it, didn't you?
Unfortunately, yes, this is true.
I thought there were all sorts of interesting things in there. And the piece that actually was really heavy, but I'm glad that we took, was your sewing machine and the table that went with it.
Do you know, I was so glad you took it as well. It was such a relief to have somebody help me off the van with that. And it's got nothing to do with age. I deny it entirely.
But we did take it to an amazing young designer called Rupert Blanchard, and he created the world's first table with a fan on it using the mechanism from your sewing machine.
Oh, that is brilliant. Actually, I was completely not expecting that. That is so funny. I mean, it was going to be thrown onto a dump and you saved it. Well done, you.
I'm delighted to say that somebody bought the rather useless, useful piece of equipment that Rupert managed to create. And a lovely round number. I've got £100 here to give to you for the fan table. So it's money for nothing for you to do with whatever you'd like to do with that.
I really don't know what to say, but I mean, I was about to throw the whole thing away, and to get this back, absolutely brilliant.
It was lovely to see you again, Philip, and I'll see you at the tip.
Rupert's labour and materials came to £200. It was sold for £300, giving Philip a profit of £100.
Well, that's another unusual transformation that I think got approval. I think it's fair to say that Philip is now a big fan.
Oh, Sarah, shame on you. Sarah's had success with Rupert's fan table, but it's time for our bathing blacksmiths to reveal what they've been up to. Bex and Dave are putting the finishing touches to their bright blue bath chair.
Just leave that dangling down the back.
Ah, little plug holes, isn't that nice?
Look at that!
Not bad.
quite pleased with that.
Well done, you two.
I have seen baths made into furniture before. I have a feeling what I'm about to look at has never been done before.
When Sarah brought it to them, it wasn't fit for any bathroom. But now, it's a bathing beauty. Bex and Dave have really outdone themselves with this piece of funky furniture. I didn't know they had it in them. The base of the chair has been welded, riveted and soldered to support the bath securely when sat on. They applied an undercoat primer to the enamel to ensure a smooth finish, and the bright blue paint harks back to its watery past. And to finish it all off, the plug hole features are just lovely.
It is amazing. It's really modern and really funky, isn't it?
We didn't want to keep the bath just the white bath colour. And, you know, I wanted to have that feeling of water. And,
oh, look, I love the chain.
Sarah's even brought her own little cushion to give it her own test drive.
It's comfortable as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It makes you smile because it's got humour attached to it, but also in a very cool sort of way. So, because I keep feeling really chuffed with it.
How much to spend, I don't care.
Wow, that's the first time I've heard Sarah say that. And just as well, because Bex and Dave have gone slightly over budget with this one, racking up £400 worth of labour costs, plus about 80 quid's worth of paint. Sarah will be looking to slap a high price tag on this when it comes to be sold.
So just in case that wasn't clear, I absolutely love that chair. It might be over budget, but as far as I'm concerned, it's got bags of style and it should sell really well. It is an inspired piece of design.
That was a brilliant reaction. I mean, it is quite a striking piece. It's still got the bathy feel about it, but, you know, in a quite cool way. It's good, yeah, really pleased with the blue. The blue was a good choice, wasn't it? And the brown. The brown was a good choice too. Yeah.
Back at the dump,
I wonder if I'm going to be able to have that. Look at that.
Emma wanted shot of her old bath, trading it in for a new model.
It's actually cheaper to buy.
And a whole new one.
Sarah had grand plans for it.
I reckon if I made 2 armchairs.
And Emma agreed.
I'm thinking she's going to make some kind of weird 60s seats or something.
And that's kind of exactly what they became. Kind of. Now Sarah's back in Surrey to show Emma what Bex and Dave have achieved.
Hi Emma, hi there, Sarah from The Tip.
Nice to see you.
And you, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well. I've just got some pictures to show you of what we did with your bath.
Oh, lovely.
We took it to Guildford to this fantastic artist blacksmith who's called Bex Simon.
Oh, wow.
And she and her husband have been doing some lovely things with this. And your bath has been turned into a somewhat glamorous, I would say,
oh my gosh.
seat.
Oh my.
It has been completely sprayed blue,
Yeah.
all the stuff that was, all
Oh,
the white
that's
bits of it,
lovely.
and they have made a lovely frame for it, and they've kept some of the little quirky bits on it, like the chain and the plug and that kind of thing. What do you think?
I'm amazed, utterly amazed.
Normally at this point I'd like to say, I've sold your bath and I'm here to give you some money for nothing, but as of yet your bath hasn't sold. If it does, or when it does I should say, it would be great to be back in touch and I'll be handing over some money for nothing for you.
So, despite this wonderful transformation by Bex and Dave, the search continues to find this unique chair a new home. But with costs of $480 spent and no income generated, this could be a potential loss for Sarah of £480.
If they do make any money out of it, which would be absolutely lovely, I would like to give any profit to the RSPCA in Wormley for Donkeys and Horses Sanctuary. I think they're overrun with little ponies and donkeys that need some extra care, and a bit of cash would be lovely.
Well, Emma loved what we did with her old bath, which is always a relief. And now I've got to redouble my efforts to sell it because the money would be going to such a great cause.
So, Sarah's managed to save 3 unwanted items from the jaws of destruction.
3 fabulous transformations that have come so far since we left the tip. The bath is now a stylish seat, the old sewing machine, a hip desk with extras, and the taps, they haven't left the bathroom, but they have got a whole new purpose. It just goes to show. Once again, with a little ingenuity, you can make some money for nothing.